It's your intro.
Oh, my intro, okay. Alright then, well.
Clink.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 6?
Mate.
7.
6.
An episode of Clink. It's been a little while. You might notice we're in a new place, new venue. It all looks different. It's very lovely. Sorry it's been so long. We've just basically not pulled our thumb out of our arse and done anything, so that's why it's taken so long. I'd make an excuse, but I don't care that much. Yeah,
6 months. It's been 6 months.
It's been 6 fucking months. Holy shit. Okay, in that case, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right. Today, technology is our talking point topic thing. So we're just going to talk about things that have come up recently, and just like weird shit that's in the near future, because everything is slowly turning into a fucking Black Mirror episode.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking freaky. So do you want to? What's our first thing that we wanted to go into? I mean, silence is always wicked on a podcast. What does it say, Jojo?
India now has a railway station that is fully powered by solar energy.
Just a station, though, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, that's... How big's the station? Is it like Warrior Square, or...
I saw a picture. Victoria? It felt like it was more like Warrior Square than London Victoria.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess it's a step in the right... I mean, in India, solar power is going to be a bigger thing, because it's easier to get, I guess. But I suppose it's a step in the right direction.
More sun?
Yeah, is that?
Don't they have monsoon seasons and stuff there, though?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, shit. I guess you need a so when you have solar power, you have batteries, don't you? It charges the battery. It's not like you can only use shit when the sun's out.
No. Yeah,
so
obviously.
it charges the battery, and then the battery stores the energy. You use the energy as and when you want to.
Yeah, and obviously you can hook it up to like the power grid, and I guess they have batteries.
So why was this like big news? Was it? I mean, people think shit's been like solar power.
I'm assuming it's the first one that's fully. Like solely powered by solar power.
Okay, alright, well that's kind of cool. I suppose, yeah, you're sort of taking a step that way. I mean, solar power seems to be kind of a good way to do shit. I mean, it's, it's clean, it's getting cheaper. Like, I think you can like deck your house out to get solar energy for it. That's why I say cheap. I think you're still looking at about 5-6 grand. But I think it's it's a good investment, like it pays for itself within like 3 or 4 years.
Well, that's what a lot of these are going to go back to Elon Musk.
Yeah.
But
because he's a wizard.
He is the wizard. Yeah, the Grand Master, the Grand Wizard.
I'm pretty sure that's a Ku Klux Klan term, so I probably wouldn't use the Grand Wizard.
Grand Inquisitor?
Oh, there might also be one. I don't know, they use weird shit. I think like the Grand Dragon is like the leader of the KKK, like it's mental. They've got really weird terms. They sort of fucked up all like Tolkienisms.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, dicks. The hooded bastards.
Oh, that's not good. Well, yeah. We'll just call him the Muskinator.
The Muskinator. It just sounds like he has a really strong musk.
It does. Yeah.
So I love his scent.
I mean, eventually, surely he'll produce Elon's Musk.
Maybe. Elon's Musk. Oh, I don't know what I know that it's not like. It's just him if he's been at the office for 20 hours straight, just trying to make a rocket powered
dildo
desk. I was going to say dildo. But I don't know why you'd have a rocket powered one.
No.
Like if you left it at home, you needed to get you really quickly.
Yeah, that
so this is a dildo emergency. I need to hear immediately. So unfortunately, it's got a V2 rocket attached to it, so I can bring it here. Anyway, yeah, Elon Musk moving away from rocket powered dildos really quick.
His company, I can't remember what it's called now. Solar City? No, that sounds like something else. Oh shit! You talk for a bit.
Okay, all right. So Musk got a lot to do with this whole solar powered revolution thing. There was all these like the things they've got in America at the moment. They're basically the size of an ironing board, and they go on your wall,
Right.
and that's your solar power battery. Obviously, your panels go on your roof, then you've got that on the wall, and that sort of controls all the power for your home.
Sweet.
So that's the sort of things they're installing for people, and it generates so much energy. If you're like in a decently sort of place that gets a decent amount of sun, so you're talking like LA, Texas, somewhere like that. Not LA specifically, like California or something like that. Then you generate enough energy to run your home. You then also sell the energy you've generated back to the electricity company.
Yeah, that's the thing in the UK, isn't it?
Does that happen in the UK as well? I've only heard of.
Yeah, I think Charles' parents have that.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, yeah, it's quite cool.
Yeah, they got like a few solar panels in their garden, and I guess some on the roof as well.
Yeah,
it's pretty sweet.
It seems like if you can afford it, then it seems like there's a smart move.
Well, that's what it is. Solar City, by the way. That's what they were doing. They were giving them for free, and then they take your energy that you produce with it.
Yeah, so you've got your energy.
You pay them monthly, just like you would an electric bill.
Yeah.
But I think they guaranteed you'd only pay 75% less than you're currently paying, and you get the solar panels for free.
And then the company wins because they get their money back from the installation because you're selling back the extra energy that you won't use.
Yeah.
Because they can work. They'll see that family of 4 living here. They're only going to use X amount, but these will generate more than that, more than they can possibly use, and we'll take the rest. That seems like a bit of a fucking win-win situation. That seems pretty decent.
Yeah, that's a couple of years old. I don't know where we're at with that. I didn't research that, but I think he said by about 2022 he thought that 75% of all energy would be solar energy.
Bang.
I mean, it's a bold statement, but he always makes crazy statements, and then they come
just
through.
Fucking does them. Yeah. Is he still doing this fucking worldwide Wi-Fi thing? Is that still a thing he's doing? He's launching some satellites into space to give everyone Wi-Fi for free?
Yeah, I mean, there was also... He also wanted to...
Free, that's what he's probably saying.
There was another talk of free energy, free wireless electricity for the whole planet as well. I don't know if that was Elon Musk. It was something to do with putting solar panels on the moon.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
If he turns out to be a supervillain, we're all fucked.
It's fine. No,
he's just Lex Luthor for the fucking the real world.
He will be, but you know he'll be Mars's overlord.
Oh, okay.
And I'd happily live on Mars as his overlord.
Under person.
Yeah. He can be my overlord on Mars. Like, I'm happy with that. That's fine.
I'm pretty sure you've got to be a reptilian to be allowed to do that. Got to be one of the lizard people. Can't have it, but he seems to be doing good shit. What was that fucking weird thing he did a little while ago? He launched a fucking car into space.
Yeah,
I
think
think David Bowie fucking.
Well, he's
Space Odyssey.
I'm pretty sure he's just been fired from Tesla.
Because he keeps fucking shooting their cars into space.
Well,
so Elon, we got to sell these cars, man. We got to launch them into space. And it's fucking sick. Whoa, I get another one. Fuck you. Don't want that.
I think it was like a publicity stunt, you know, to try and boost sales for Tesla.
What? We've just got rid of our super genius by our cars.
No, not by by throwing the car in space.
Oh,
throwing
right,
it, just
yeah.
like
fucking
the Hulk.
Let's just send it. Go on, lad.
Yeah, I think it was just. I'm assuming it was for publicity.
I think it's Elon Musk killed someone. He put them in the boot of that car and then sent it into
Go get it.
space.
It's going to cost you loads of money.
Yeah, good luck.
Your own space program.
Yeah. You got no way of proving it. Fuck you.
FBI doesn't have a space program, I don't think.
No, I think they probably just let him go with it. So I'll tell you what, just make everything run on magnets.
Yeah,
they work.
That's another free electricity thing, and the free Wi-Fi for the whole of the planet as well. He said he'd do that, but those things are both a couple of years old now, and he sort of planned to do them by the mid 2020s. So we'll see in a couple of years.
Yeah, cool. If we don't die, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Yeah, awesome.
Not dying would also be lovely.
Yeah, no, I'd be a fan of that. Yeah.
But yeah, this Indian railway, I think it's the first one to be solely powered on solar power.
Yeah.
But apparently they've got loads of other ones.
Or in the mix.
Loads of other ones have been sort of partially powered by solar for ages. They also have solar trains which are partially powered. They just coat the top of the train in solar panels and You know, so, but yeah, I got this factoid. What is it? By 2025, they want 25% of their energy needs through renewable energy, which is pretty good.
That's some good shit. Yeah.
I guess that's the whole of India.
What? 25%?
The whole of India wants 25% of its energy to be from renewable sources by 2025.
I mean, that's a fucking good shout. There's a lot of fucking people in India.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking big place. Well, it's quite a big place, but not comparatively.
I pretty much spend all my time in this room, so most places are quite big compared to this room.
I don't know, man. I feel like this sort of size room would be like luxurious in India.
Oh no, I'm saying it's a nice room, but it's smaller than India as a country.
It's more, okay, well, yes, I'm glad we've got to that really hardcore cutting fact. Your bedroom is in fact smaller than the country.
New bedroom.
Living it up. Pimping.
Yeah.
Good. There's stuff on the walls. It's weird.
Nice dyes. I think these are from Nepal.
Oh yeah. Lovely.
They are.
Oh yeah. Good. Yeah, well, I mean, if somewhere like India is moving sort of that way, then how come the fuck we're not doing that shit?
Electricity is good money.
You reckon it's just cunts being cunts?
Those cunts wanting money.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It's greedy cunts.
There are a lot of renewable energy movements. And obviously, talking about the stuff about, but you know, anyone can go and buy solar panels and put them on their roof and get charged less money.
Yeah, and if you've got a fucking roof, I live in a basement flat.
That's true. And your courtyard is just for decapitated pigeons.
Yeah, it's just for dead pigeons and pigeon shit. That's all it is. All the back of it. It never gets any sunlight.
No, it doesn't at all. It's always dark.
Yeah, always dark.
Always dark and full of headless pigeons.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
because there's some kind of creature that lives out there and just decapitates birds.
Sparrowhawk that comes into our garden, leaves dead pigeons.
Lou
out there. She goes and rips a pigeon head off.
That's all you eat. That's all you've been eating for months.
I've been eating too many pigeon heads. Then in that case, I need fucking bowls of them.
It's like a cereal.
Eat them with spoons. Yeah, just cover them in the blood of my enemies and then just nom 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 nom. Oh, that's fucking horrible. How can the head be the best part?
It's not. It's just to fuck with you.
That fucking thing's a dick.
Yeah.
Fucking kick that hawk.
Yeah, it's pretty horrifying.
It's fucking retarded. Who knew that's a fucking problem I'd have?
In your life, that's not something that you think about.
No one fucking warns you this. When you get into adulthood, it's like, yeah, you're going to have to pick up a fucking decapitated pigeon out your garden before your dog eats it.
Every other day.
Some mad cunt fucking reptile, fucking flying reptile dinosaur bastard is bringing them into the place that you rent, ripping their head off and leaving the rest of them there while covering your fucking little garden bit in blood. I'm fucking retarded. They don't prepare you for real life, kids.
This is mostly targeted at primary school children, this podcast.
Oh yeah, so you're our key demographic.
Just trying to
stay in school, don't do drugs.
Teach your kids what the future is.
So you need to put your hands inside the bag, turn the bag inside out, grab the pigeon, wrap it in the bag, and then throw it in your neighbour's garden. I don't throw it in my neighbour's garden.
He does. I've seen him. I'm his neighbour.
Give me grief now. Yeah, lovely, good, well, excellent. So solar power, India, holla.
Yeah.
More of that. That'd be good. It'd be nice if there was more solar power. Then maybe there'd be less worry about fucking oil and stupid shit.
Yeah, well, fracking obviously has been a big thing.
Yeah.
For a while now, and we tried to stop it a lot of times around East Sussex here where we live, and we were unsuccessful every time.
Yeah, it's too much fucking money in it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Too many the people in the right places.
But there's wind farms cropping up all over the place, and
yeah, people whinge about wind farms. They're sort of, it's unsightly. I think they look fucking cool.
They're rad. They're giant fans in the sea.
I think they look rad.
It's awesome.
Well, even the ones
on
that
land. I don't care.
Yeah, I think they look sick.
There's all sorts of dog shit all over the place.
Yeah.
Like some sweet giant fan.
Yeah.
It's rad. It's all sci-fi and shit.
Yeah, I think it looks really fucking cool. Like, it's decent. Let's see what the fucking problem is.
Not at all, no.
Obviously, I don't think I want one like in my fucking garden, but
I'd have one in my garden.
I don't know. Are they loud? I don't know if they're loud.
Guess so.
I mean, I've never been that close to one.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, they must make some noise.
I thought so, yeah. The giant
Turbines
things,
moving.
Yeah. Guess so. But
you know, I've lived in the old town for 6-7 years.
Yeah.
It's drunk people every night,
Yeah,
screaming and crying and falling on their faces.
Yeah, they're not fucking powering your lights, are they?
No.
Bastards. That's what we need to fucking work out. Drunk powered electricity.
Well, if we just get if we put hamster wheels in every pub, drunk people will just go in them for fun.
You know, they fall over, they'd be really shit at it.
Maybe.
You get half a turn, they'd trip over, then the next fucker would have to go in. So, that's done fuck all.
Yeah, but we do have a revolving door of drunk idiots here.
If there was a revolving door, that might be the way to do it.
Most people go in the pub and don't tend to leave unless they're smoking.
Yeah. Well, yeah, people smoke.
Yeah.
Maybe just some sort of...
Well, every time you want a new drink, you have to go outside the pub and come back in.
What if they attached a pulley system to your wrist that you drink with? So every time you raise your glass, you're going like it zips. And it zips every time you pull your mouth up and then it goes... Every drink. Put it back down, it gets taut again, and the next thing you're doing...
A lot of these things, even like wind farms, they're not sustainable because we're running out of the resources to build them in the first place, or we don't have enough resources to build them to make them sustainable anyway. Imagine if we had some kind of thing, like a pulley system on us or whatever, something that harnessed that energy when we were walking, and we had a battery pack on our back. The cost of making that thing would be more energy than you'd be saving anyway.
Yeah, it depends how long it lasts though, surely.
I'm obviously not going to make much energy just by walking, and we don't even know what this thing would be. This is just a magic thing I made up, so I don't know.
Yeah, alright, well, you're going to make it up, then make it better.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to be fictional, don't make something fictional as shit. There's no one,
I try
nobody
not
wants
to.
that. Yeah.
I try not to make shit fiction.
Yeah, I think, shit like gyros and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're just magic.
Not magic, yeah.
Pretty sure it's
the magic torches.
Yeah.
They're all sort of rubbish.
Huh?
The gyro torches.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're not great, but...
They work for 3 seconds.
They're going to run out of battery, are they? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's just they work for 3 seconds.
But yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to take it if you're out in the fucking woods on your own for a night, but...
Well, you're not going to get... Well, we're not women.
What?
Women might get hurt.
Why would we not get hurt?
There's not a lot of people that try to rape men like us.
Well, there might be. I don't know. It's dark.
Still fighting in the dark. Took a dark turn quickly.
Yes, it did, yeah, good.
Next topic then.
Oh, let's fucking move swiftly on then in that case. All right.
Yeah.
What do?
This is a weird one.
Talk to me.
A floating Pacific island.
As opposed to a sunken Pacific island, I assume.
Well, this is a man-made island.
Oh, okay. It's one of those fucking things. Okay.
Right, and it's gonna have its own government, and it's going to be run through cryptocurrency alone.
Ooh, okay.
And it's going to have 300 houses.
Have they just basically fucked, it's a bunch of billionaires that's going, fuck the rest of the world, we'll make our own place. We'll make our own island with blackjacks and hookers. Have they just fucked off and just done their own thing? Who makes a fucking island? That's mental.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It says it's going to be for business centres and people outside of the influence of governments. It's essentially their own little worlds on little islands.
Yeah.
All futuristic and cryptocurrency, and they're all solar powered as well.
Yeah. So it's just made their own
insane.
Little utopian thing.
Yeah, it's insane. Apparently they're going to have, what did I say, 300 houses on each one, which is...
They ain't going to be fucking terraced houses, are they? Let's be honest. These are...
No, they're going to be... It's all going to be sort of blocky, I guess.
Blocky? They're going to be gated communities.
I'll check out some of these pictures. Ah!
Oh, no, good pictures. Again, it was a podcast. Pictures, really helpful.
Yeah, I know. I occasionally... I mean, we tend to not use stuff like this.
Yeah.
But occasionally I...
So who's made this shit then?
Right, so it is...
This shit?
It is French Polynesia.
Okay.
The project is a pilot program in partnership with the government of French Polynesia.
All right. What? So they just agreed you can build this here and you can have your own government and do what you want.
I guess.
That's a bit mental, isn't
But
it?
yeah, the long-term vision for the project is hundreds of new countries floating on the ocean.
Oh, well, that's just what we need, more countries. Because we all get along so well at the moment, that's fantastic.
Well, I
We
mean,
just need more of them.
they're not going to be militarised.
Well, no, there'll be
It's hard to militarise a boat. It's just a boat, isn't it, really?
I guess so, yeah, just made a big boat with grass on it.
Yeah, they do look sweet.
Yeah.
Look, you're going to have to look them up because I really don't have the energy to edit pictures into the podcast.
It's the effort that we put into this that blows the mind. Okay, so, alright, so it's a floating, so because it's a floating one, so it doesn't mean it's not going to be a land mass as such, it would just be something that sits on top of the water.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's going to have... I guess it can move.
You reckon they can steer it?
Yeah, I reckon it must move about a bit. It's not a boat though, so its not main function is to go from different place to different place.
Yeah.
But I guess it must have some kind of steering capabilities.
How fucking weird.
I mean, or they might just anchor it into the sea and that's it. You just sit
Yeah,
there.
maybe.
I mean, obviously it's going to have ports on it. How do you get to otherwise?
Well, yeah.
And these are just going to be rich people living in the middle of the sea. They'll have ports just so they can hang out on their boats.
An airport there, I'd imagine, wouldn't you?
Yeah, or at least a helipad or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it'd be cool to. The idea that I like. The thing that I like about it is it's sustainable homes in the middle of the sea without any government. It's very socialist and very strange.
There's only 300 of them though, isn't there? And
Per island.
well, yeah,
It's just their first one that's going to have 300 homes on it.
Yeah, but this shit's going to be expensive as fuck, though, isn't it? It's not a grassroots movement. This is something that's for the fucking uber rich.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's going to be mostly used for businesses wanting to avoid taxes. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. It's going to be an offshore fucking tax haven where they chuck their place in a little floaty island stand. Or
yeah, but they said they want hundreds of new countries. Well, once they get to their 100th one, they might be like, well, let's get some people on them now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be ever short of people. There's too many fucking...
I mean, normal people, not just businesses. Yeah, residents.
I don't know.
You might have whole company there, and then the whole company might live there too. So you'd sort of live where you worked on the ocean. I think it's amazing. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm into the idea.
I'm happy here where I am. But
yeah, I'm not worried you're going to move there, mate. Like, I just think it's a bit of a strange...
Well, I like the idea of colonising different places. We've been on land for a while. We know this stuff. It's pretty good. We're going to space and
fucking it all up.
going to Mars and go to the ocean. Be cool.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I want to live on the Pacific Ocean. It'd be fucking too weird. Little man-made island. Freak me out.
I'd like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be into it.
I mean, I wouldn't do it, probably.
Yeah.
But
I think it's a little culty.
I like the fact that people are going to do it. Like going to Mars, we probably won't go. They're old and fat.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably won't make it.
Probably not, yeah.
Don't know if we'd make the journey anyway. We're not healthy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're not great.
Yeah.
Went for a run the other day.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, like an adult.
Yeah.
An adult man.
I'm over that.
Yeah, it's not fun. I didn't like it.
Hurts my shins and my ankles too
I'm
much.
still paying for it now. It's still bullshit. Don't get me wrong. I didn't do it because I've got a real deep-seated passion for running.
Yeah.
I've got a deep-seated passion for not dying of a heart attack at like 45.
Yeah, me too. Also, but I'm really not.
But again, I'm trying to do it to counterbalance it so I can do the shit I want.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, that's why that's my favourite thing about jiu-jitsu. Obviously, the fitness of it is unlike anything else.
Yes. What about trying to not get dead?
Yeah, it's really challenging.
Not dead, obviously, no one's going to kill you, but...
Yeah, but they're trying at the same time.
Yeah, to a point.
Yeah.
Good.
To the point where they don't kill you. They're trying to get you to...
Just a little bit.
To tell them.
Yeah. Say, alright, if you let go of me or you will have killed me.
Yeah.
Or broken something.
Yeah.
Lovely. Good. I'm going to manage to get jiu-jitsu into. Big fan. Yeah. I don't know, yeah. Pretty hard. I don't know. It's awesome that we can do shit like that, but I don't know, the whole creation, this own sort of like little elite society just seems a bit...
Well, there's that everywhere, anywhere, anyway.
It is, but why do we need more of them?
But they're self-sustaining and stuff. That's good.
Yeah, I guess it's good.
I know there's
except for the probably people that
anyway.
are CEOs of companies that are fucking everything else up. It's like, oh yeah, my self-sustainable solar-powered home. By the way, get that oil pipeline built in Saudi Arabia, please. Oh well, wicked, good.
Well, we're going to run out of oil soon, so things like this are still good.
Yeah.
I think anywhere that's doing solar-powered stuff is good.
I think they just need to get to the technology to a point where it's just
Plus, they could do tidal power or something, surely, if they're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, you'd have thought so, wouldn't you? But if you can build a fucking island, you'd have thought you can power it by something. But
around the water, yeah.
Yeah. Shark power.
Shark power, that'd be sweet.
Power, 100%.
You're all about the sharks.
Yeah, no, guaranteed. Yes, harness a shark, just make it swim around in a circle. Put a bit of meat on a stick. It's going like a washing machine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not into this whole creepy elite weird island in the middle of the fucking Pacific.
Yeah, well, you're a miserable bastard.
I'm a miserable bastard. I just want to live on land.
Where you can control them.
Well, I can control shit. What do about?
Yeah, well, we were talking about wind farms, and this is a headline from
Wind.com.
Renewable Energy magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Wind.com. That's a different website.
The Windy Times.
Yeah, and the headline is British wind farms overtake nuclear for the first time.
Nuclear?
Nuclear power, I'm assuming, not just...
You mean nuclear?
What did I say?
Nuclear.
Nuclear. I always say nuclear.
That's not right though, is it?
I've never really thought about it, but you're right, it's not right.
Yeah,
that's just how I say it.
Yeah.
Nuclear.
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 No, nuclear.
I've never said nuclear.
Yeah, well, say it right, fuck.
You said both those words too many times now.
Nuclear.
Yeah, I've always said that. That's weird. Yeah. I know it's wrong. I just never... I know how to spell.
Oh, good.
Well, I mean, mostly.
Just not talk, apparently.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I do talk very little, apart from inside my head.
Overtakes nuclear for the first time. Okay, good. That seems better. I feel like wind farms are less likely to fucking kill us.
Yeah, it's basically just a load of percentages and facts, but the headline's good enough. Hey.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Read the headlines.
Yeah.
Clickbait bullshit. Read it and then it's probably all bollocks. Overtake nuclear bombs for the first time in race.
It's just for one quarter. Britain's wind farms produce 18.8% of electricity over the first quarter.
Oh, that's definitely more than I thought it was 18%.
And at their peak, they were producing 47.3% of the country's demand.
Well,
Another world record.
Electric bill's still so high then. This is bullshit.
I mean...
Cost money to build them, I suppose.
The last place I was in was a key meter, and I guess we probably won't spend about £80 a month on electricity.
Yeah, I own a fucking key meter as well. It's some bullshit. I need to get off that.
Expensive.
Rubbish, yeah. Plus it just turns off, like, you do it, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I've turned over at your house a few times and the electric's been off and that.
Yeah. Fucking irritating.
Me and the dog ain't watching Countdown today.
Yeah, no, countdown for you.
Hawaii 5-0 is another one that's always on. I've never watched these shows unless I'm sitting at your house with your dog.
My dog has like some shows that you watch. Show it out.
He loves it. He loves me.
Back. It's like, 2 from the top, 4 from the bottom, please, mate. Oh, man.
But yeah, there's some good shit with renewable energy happening, man.
Yeah, well, it's good. Well, it's fucking about time, because I feel like it's been one of those things that's been sort of in the pipeline for a long time. And I think one thing that's still... Like electric cars and shit like that are obviously having quite a big upturn in the cities, but it's only really for like for driving in the city.
Yeah.
If you're driving in London and you've got like one of those electric, I can't even think of a fucking name of an electric car.
Tesla.
I suppose Tesla would be one, but I'm thinking of more the ones that you see a bit more often.
Hybrids and stuff.
Not necessarily not hybrids, actual electric cars, but they're just like smaller, like little hatchbacky ones.
Yeah, yeah.
More like city cars, because you actually buy the fucking things. Teslas are really big cars. They're really fucking big. But they've actually got the electric charging stations that you can get to. But if you're travelling across the country, even somewhere relatively small like England, if you were trying to travel from London to Manchester, let's say, you're probably fucked, because there's not going to be that many charging stations on that route.
Sure.
We don't have the infrastructure.
We've got some charging stations on the seafront, in the car park and stuff.
But again, only very few. And how long does it take to charge?
The only ones I know around here.
Yeah.
One port. Yeah, I think they take like 6 to 12 hours or something.
Yeah, that's a fucking long time. Like, if you're on a journey, if I was travelling, so say I was travelling from London to Manchester, what's that, about a 6-hour drive?
6 hours,
Something
6
like that.
hours, yeah.
So that's then more than doubling that journey if I have to charge it halfway through. If I
you'd hope you'd charge it before you left the house.
Well, yeah, you would. Yeah, okay. But it's just, it takes that amount of flexibility out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you'd be able to get there and back on one charge. So you'd have to go there, charge it, and come back. So at the very least, you'd still have to do that.
Yeah, I don't know what sort of range these cars have got nowadays.
That's something that I have no clue about.
A couple of 100 miles? I suppose it happens to how ridiculous you drive.
Yeah, obviously, and what kind of car it is, what kind of batteries it's got. There are all sorts of different types of electric cars as well.
I suppose it's all about just getting the infrastructure to actually...
Well, I mean, they're always improving, you know.
Yeah.
They'll eventually get to the point where they're good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty good right now, which is a lot better than they were 10 years ago, where they were really bad.
Got all this old self-driving shit going on, isn't it? That's fucking weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to have self-driving cabs. We already have them in some parts of the world, but...
Yeah, it's a bit creepy.
Yeah. Uber's going to be unmanned.
Yeah.
It's going to be the first
That might be better. There are some weird fucking Uber drivers out there.
I've never been in an Uber, but there's plenty of weird Hastings cab drivers.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, Ubers. I've only ever used Uber in like foreign countries.
I've never been to a foreign country. That's not true. I've been to France.
Yeah. But yeah, we used them in Vienna. Met some characters.
Yeah, very
Yeah, it was good. It's a decent way of getting around, but yeah, I couldn't make like doing it and then this car just rocks up and opens the door, and there's no fucker in this.
I think you still have to open the door yourself.
No.
Rubbish.
Fucking drive it.
Robot cabs.
I want to open that fucking door.
See, I want to...
You better open that door for me, you son of a bitch.
In the 90s, when you had movies about the future, there were robots driving cars. I want robots driving cars. I want a guy in there like, hey, yeah, you know, that would be sweet. But it's actually not going to be that. It's just going to be a self-driving car.
Self-driving car, yeah.
Which is rubbish. It's
like an easier way of doing it, yeah.
It should definitely be a robot in there, like...
So, how's the weather been? Would they be as racist as the...
Why are they like from Chicago in the 50s?
I don't know.
I was a weatherman.
That's the way I see him like a flat cap.
Yeah, sweet. That'd be bad. I guess you could dress them in what you wanted.
I guess
they're not going to stop you.
Maybe. Well, this is how the uprising.
Part of their protocol.
This is how the uprising starts.
Please do not dress me, sir.
No. This is how we get Skynet. Dressing me like a 50s fucking paperboy.
I need to urinate.
I'll allow it.
You've got lovely Bulbasaur socks.
Oh no, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? 30-year-old man wearing Pokemon socks.
Happy birthday.
Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, really dead.
Oh, I can see.
The whole self-driving thing. It gets a bit weird when you go into the. It gets a bit conspiratorial. There was this journalist guy in America, and he basically run this story fobbing off this congressman, and he's got his car, and he was driving home, and he had one of these self-driving Teslas, and he died because he drove his car. His car drove 80 miles an hour into a tree, smashed it up, fucked it up, killed him. So the question is, there was sort of theories risen about, can people then remotely control that car? Because if it's self-driving, it's obviously hooked up to a bunch of systems, a bunch of databases, and in theory, people can then access those databases and maybe have that control on a sort of remote system, which is a bit fucking weird. We were just saying about the potential for people to hack into self-driving cars and cause them to do wonky shit.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't know, not so much. But yeah, that'd be a bit fucking terrifying, because that prospect. The people with shit at online security as it is at protecting themselves, they think if they install McAfee or fucking Norton, they're golden, they can do what they want.
Yeah, I was reading something the other day about some of the biggest companies in the world have... Because obviously...
Avast.
Well, no, some of the CEOs, some of the directors of these companies have the passwords written on their computer.
Yeah,
because they can't remember them.
Well, it's because they're old as fuck. Like, a lot of the time, they're like 60, 70-year-old dudes and women.
They can be young people that are stupid too.
Yeah, no, you're right. But then it's the younger people that I've sort of worked with tend to be a bit more computer savvy, a bit more security savvy with it. But the older ones are the ones that will have it written on a post-it note and it's stuck to the password 123. It's like, well, fucking course it is. Like, password is my last name plus year of birth. Like,
yeah, but also like with security and stuff like that, I don't have passwords on any of my stuff just because I can't be bothered. I don't really care if anyone hacked into it; they're not going to get anything interesting.
Yeah, so there's only be bank stuff that I'll be worried about.
I've got not enough money in my bank to steal anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Steal it if you want, but it's not going to really put me out that much, and you're not going to gain anything from it.
I'm equally broke either way.
Yeah, you might get a few quid.
Yeah, fair play. You put the work in. I'll allow it.
Exactly. You go to the trouble with that. You know.
Yeah, cyber hacking.
Have my £23.18p or something.
Crack on. I'll only spend it on rum anyway. Do me a favour, to be honest. But the idea that it could be misused.
Well, it's the same things with things like Neuralink, you know, which is something I am invested in, obviously, because I don't want to die.
What?
Neuralink. That's another one of Elon Musk's companies.
Is this another Black Mirror episode thing, like where you upload your consciousness?
Yeah, it's not actually uploading your consciousness, but it's a Neuralink. It's an interface between biology and technology. Yeah, it's something that will be spread over your cerebral cortex, and it will have some kind of. It'll be able to. It's a bridge between the two.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Whenever, if it's ever possible to upload your consciousness, we probably won't be alive when that happens. And even if we are.
So do you mean it would be a method of sort of controlling things via your? Okay, so it'd be if maybe like an amputee or something like that. If you had a arm attached, and you would have to.
And lots of other things you could control. You could more precisely control vehicles or, like, say, rockets. You know, you could pilot a rocket.
It's more instinctual, I suppose, isn't it? Using a controller or some sort of other input.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, at the beginning, it's just going to be sort of like
of course
on
it's
or off.
really hard to like move left finger.
Yeah.
Part of my right hand, obviously, dickhead. That's broken.
Mine.
Move
Can I have a new one, please?
Move left finger. Fucked. Bug report.
But there's obviously the problems with things like that. I mean, I think another Musk. I think he said he wanted to have internet in people's brains by the year 2030 or something, which is awesome.
You internet people's fucking brains.
Yeah, well, there's different ways you could do it with things like nanobots, or with something like Neuralink.
Explain.
I got nothing really. That's all I got.
Nanobots. It sounds like it sounds like something a Metal Gear Solid. Where it's like, oh, why couldn't that person do that? Nano machines.
I think a nanobot is defined as anything, any kind of computer that's smaller than a blood cell, I believe.
Smaller than a blood cell?
Yeah. Oh man, they're creating some really small stuff.
That's fucking retarded. I thought
there are these chips that are, you know, a couple of millimeters big.
I'm sure I'd heard something.
And they have thousands of transistors in them, and they're about as powerful as a computer from 1990. And they're like a millimeter by millimeter sized.
I'm sure I've read something that was people sort of talking about the technology boom, so not the last 20 years, where we were 20 years ago when we were sort of growing up.
Yeah.
Even if you just think about, say, the internet.
Windows 98.
Yeah, we're going from that dial-up, I suppose it would be a 98 at that point. Yeah. So you're looking at sort of dial-up internet, just got like CD-ROMs. Yeah, that was probably a little bit after floppy disks had sort of died a death, and you had CD-ROMs and shit like that.
We had CD-ROMs from like 96, 97.
Yeah, so it would have been about that sort of period, wouldn't it? And then you move into, you got DVDs, you got Blu-rays, and all that sort of shit, and that ridiculous, that expansion of it from having massive, like giant computers to now you've got your phones that you have in your pocket, that expansion and that massive boom that we've had. And I'm sure I read something about saying that's got to slow down now because it was they had these methods of making things smaller and smaller and smaller, and now they're getting to the point where that's beginning to slow down because they don't have the ability to make it any.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have thought that we'd. There's no way I would have guessed when I was a kid that we'd have supercomputers in our pockets.
Yeah.
And they might just come up with another way to make things smaller and smaller, you know.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, so people keep saying that. I was like,
silicon chips and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it to sort of comment.
Neither do I. I used to know stuff. I used to build computers from quite a young age, and I used to know all about that stuff, and I still do know all of that stuff, but I never updated to now.
You know all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I built the computer that this is being recorded on, and I built that. But I built it 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I know quite a lot about the technology 6 years ago, but it's changed so much since then that I really don't know much about what's happening at the moment because of how fast everything goes. And you're saying about the technology. Yeah, it's increased. So basically, every year the size of things doubles and has done since
the capacity.
Yeah.
Capacity is doubled with the
Not
actual size.
Not the vastness of but the
power. Speed, goodness,
good Doctor Who.
What? TARDIS.
Yeah. It's bigger on the inside.
Yeah. And now we've got these fucking ridiculous things where like video calls and stuff like that was actually science fiction in like the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, it was.
Whoa, you can see someone.
It was even.
That's a thing that we do like often.
Yeah, I don't, but.
No, well, I don't fucking actually.
I Skype occasionally for work.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
You could have that in your work, but that negate some of the...
Oh no, there's a thing that we're doing actually is virtual, so Skyping with people that are home workers and stuff like that all over the country, yeah. It's a thing that we're bringing in. It's a bit wonky at the minute, but... Yeah,
still.
It should get fixed though, won't it? It fucking winds me up. So, you can get... so over the internet and stuff like that, you're all still fine, but fucking phone calls, the quality of a phone call hasn't increased since I can fucking remember. Oh, I'm in a bad spot. Can I move to the... Oh, yeah, no, oh, yeah, you're just cutting out there.
I've never had a problem, and everyone I know... I used to live in the old town in Hastings, which is like a part of town where no one gets signal. I've always had signal everywhere, and I tell you guys, phone me when you're outside. Yeah, no one can ever phone me.
No, but what I'm talking about is the actual sound. I mean, I work in a call centre.
The quality.
I was speaking to fucking like 70 to 90 people a day.
Yeah.
And it's like probably about 20% of them had really shitty phone signal at some point.
Yeah.
And I was like, how has that not been something that's got better? Even just the quality of the sound that's coming across, it doesn't appear to have got any better at all. Even if you talk about from landline to landline, it's still a bit shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all those things degrade.
Yeah.
Landlines and things, they all degrade and people don't often...
Is it just because it's a fucked it's an old infrastructure, so they've kept it there? They don't want to,
they
don't want to gut the entire thing.
No, they're not going to replace everything. They only replace it when it's dead.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to cost them money. Yeah. It's just like roads, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
They just patch over them, don't they? It'll be fine.
Sure.
Until it fucking falls through.
Yeah, we had a sinkhole just up the road, actually.
Yeah? Like say.
The road I used to live at, Vicarage Road, Carl, they've got a sinkhole outside their house.
Yeah, I'll do it, yeah. Let's redo that bad boy.
But it's just like roads, They fix it when they have to.
Yeah.
But not before. Because it costs too much money. You've got to think, these are all over the world. And most companies are, most of these people that own the phone lines, it's one company.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. It just bugs me. It's just shit.
Doesn't annoy me. I tend to just message on Facebook. It's quicker, more precise, and...
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not... In my personal life, I don't really give too much of a fuck. It's only when I've got to phone a company up or something like that.
Yeah. Well, the problem with my phone is, I don't have an issue with signal or anything, but my phone, the speaker is so perfectly directional that if I don't have the hole exactly in my ear, I can't hear them. So I'm always moving it about, where's my ear hole?
Oh shit!
Go from being silent to.
Do you want to top that?
Yeah, obviously.
Yes. But yeah, nice. Sort of. Let's get some more wick a little bit, but I think it's only because I have to deal with it quite a lot. Well, not so much anymore, but.
What are you doing at the moment that's different?
Training. Yeah.
Training people to answer phones.
Yeah. Pretty much. Well, there's a little bit more to it than that.
No.
We could probably cover answering the phone the first day. Yeah, that's...
Picking up a receiver can be tricky.
You have to pick up a receiver, it's not a headset.
Oh, God. Well, don't teach him how to pick up a receiver, then, because...
In fact, it auto answers.
And you still have to teach him how to pick up a receiver.
You're not touching it, he's going to pick up a receiver, you fuck.
The next subject I had here was AI, which we've also we've delved into a little.
Skynet is coming! I'm sorry, Dave, I can't allow you to do that.
That's not Skynet.
No, it's not Skynet, is it? A SAL 3000? Something?
What? Oh, the computer's
It's the house
called that.
robot, the robot house. What the fuck's it called?
No, it's 2001 Space Odyssey.
Space Odyssey, that's it.
It's not a house, it's a spaceship.
Alright, fucking, they lived on it, didn't they?
It's sure, alright, fair enough.
Fucking house.
Yeah, no, it's a house, it's a space house.
It's a space house.
No, I'd take it back.
Like, space house.
You're right, that's what defines a house. A home, even.
Do people live in it? Yeah, it's a house.
Yeah, what I was going to talk about with AI is
It's fucking creepy. Google shit. Have you seen that?
Google. Is that what the company's? Is that what the product's called? Google shit.
Google shit. Yeah. Have you seen it? It's it makes outbound. You can get it to call up companies for you and make arrangements, like make appointments.
That's cool.
So if you want like a haircut or some shit, and they did a demo of it about a week ago, and people were just freaking the fuck out. Just because it's like, it's, if you call them up, you can probably put up the audio for it, and be able to hear it. It's fucking weird, like YouTube it. You'll be able to hear the audio of the podcast.
Alright.
It's fucking weird. It's like Google Appointments or some shit. Yeah, it's calling them up and it's making an appointment for them and it's having a conversation with the other person on the phone. So the person that it's speaking to doesn't know they're speaking to fucking Google. It's creepy as shit.
Alright. Google Assistant, it's called.
Yeah, that's it. No, I like my name better.
Google Appointment. Oh, Google shit.
Yeah, Google shit. Do your Google shit.
Alright, sorry guys if this is really poor quality.
I think it'll be fine. Don't know what you mean.
We're running through several different systems
Just
here.
Google shit and it'll come up.
I've got it.
I'm looking for something on May 3rd.
Let's say you want to ask Google to make you a haircut appointment on Tuesday between 10 and noon. What happens is the Google Assistant makes the call seamlessly in the background for you. So what you're going to hear is the Google Assistant actually calling a real salon
Oh, it's so fucking
to schedule the
creepy.
appointment for you. Let's listen.
So how can I help you? Hi, I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd. Sure, give me 1 second.
And shit. What the fuck?
Sure, what time are you looking for around? At 12 p.m. We do not have a 12 p.m. available. The closest we have to that is a 1:15. Do you have anything between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.?
Yeah.
Depending on what service she would like. What service is she looking for? Just a woman's haircut for now? Okay, we have it 10 o'clock. 10 a.m. is fine. Okay, what's her first name? The first name is Lisa. Okay, perfect. So I will see Lisa at 10 o'clock on May 3rd. Okay, great. Thanks, great. Have a great day. Bye.
What the fuck? Robots are coming.
Yeah, so basically that was quite creepily seamless and
Yeah.
very well emulating a human.
Yeah, like, what the hell? That's some,
I could imagine that have both been two AIs talking to each other though.
well,
They're
that's
just
the
going to have the most boring
Well, it's
conversations.
going to get to that point, because if they were saying that the AI will recognise if it's speaking to another AI, and then it won't actually have to have a verbal conversation. They'll just do it through the code, and it'll be like booking an online appointment. And yeah, I mean that's something that's going to be on your fucking phone.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. So
then hackers can hack in and book your hair appointments for when you don't want them.
that's some bullshit.
Rebook your hair appointment. So for 9:45, you get there at 10, and they're like, "Sorry, 15 minutes late."
Yeah, you're out. I already gave it away to somebody else.
To another AI,
Yeah, so
coming in here to get a little trim.
Yeah, how fucking cool is that? How cool and terrifying is that?
That was very good emulation of a human.
Yeah.
But again, it's not real AI because it's programmed.
it is. Yeah, except of course it is a program, but it's just one of those things. It's getting to that point where had you listened to that conversation, without knowing, there are probably a couple of tells that maybe you were speaking to a machine, but we're getting to the point now where they're able to emulate the conversation
quite accurately.
So well, yeah.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it just?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you hadn't heard about that. That's good. Yeah, it's fucking weird. But, I mean, obviously using it to book appointments is fairly sort of innocuous for the moment, but
yeah,
when you're looking into things that might be able to... Can you call? I don't know what else would be worse.
Well, what do we want? What don't we want? We don't want to get bombed. We don't want to all die.
Yes.
But that's about it. Everything else is pretty just funny.
I don't know. I think people are really uptight about shit happening.
Oh, I don't really care.
I'm not too fast. Well, all this. Have you heard about GDPR? All this data. So every social media and anyone who's got all your
collects
stuff,
everything. Yeah.
As of I think it's not Monday after. They've got all the privacy laws and shit like that have changed off the back of it. Okay. So they're saying a load of information. All I did was probably fucking retardedly. So yeah, it's fine. Do what you want. I don't really give a fuck.
Oh, don't know.
But some people are freaking out.
Yeah, I know. I've never really got that. Like, there's nothing interesting. I have no interesting data.
Well, the people sort of say, they use it. They sell it to companies who advertise you shit. It's like, what? Advertise me shit I want. It's like, show me the shit I want. I don't want to see a load of fucking...
I got ad blocker anyway. I don't see anything ever.
I see some stuff and I've bought it. I'm the exact person they want on there.
Yeah.
I've done shit with stuff's come up. If it's like jiu-jitsu shit, all I have on Facebook is jiu-jitsu shit.
That's cool.
So then adverts pop up saying, this jiu-jitsu site's having a clearance sale.
Right, I'll have some cheap jiu-jitsu stuff.
Got this t-shirt for $5.
Yeah.
All right,
that's right. Yeah.
I'll allow it. All right.
£5 t-shirt.
£5 t-shirt. Big fan. Yeah. That's fine by me. If that's what them having their data, does for me, then all right.
Take my data.
Yeah,
give me £5 jiu-jitsu t-shirts.
Yeah, I'm about that. That's fine by me.
Yeah,
it's not too much of a problem. I get this.
And I'm with you.
Chunky shit they can probably do.
I don't see what though that would actually hurt you or affect you really.
Yeah, I guess if you're a bit of a fucking weirdo, or if you had a load of shit that you had to hide, I guess then that's when you'd be worried.
Everyone has stuff to hide. Everyone has stuff they don't want people to know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, once everyone knows everyone else's shit, it doesn't matter.
You're all on the same playing field,
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
It's still irrelevant. It's like if everyone knew what everyone else was thinking all the time, you'd think that would be horrifying because of all the fucked up thoughts you have all the time.
Yeah.
But everyone has fucked up thoughts.
Yeah.
It's not just you that's fucked up, man.
It's the invasive thoughts that crack me up. They're sort of like toddlers running past and tripping. Stephen. It's like no one will believe you did it, so just fucking do it. You can get away with it.
That's what I mean. Everyone has these fucked up thoughts.
Yeah.
So if everyone knew everyone else's, everyone would be like, "Oh, we're all fucking weird."
Yeah.
It's funny.
I think it was when I first started going on Reddit. When they have the AMAs where people go on there, sort of like, "Oh, what's the thing that you think only happens to you?"
Sure.
And then people go on and say, I thought this, and there's just thousands of people going, fuck, I do that all the time. Yeah, me too. And it's like, everyone.
It's stuff that you don't tell people about, but it's part of your life and you think about it all the time, but you don't think anyone else will get it.
It doesn't rule your life, it's just something that you do sort of whenever something happens. Or in a certain
and everyone's
situation.
the same.
Yeah. Everyone's got that weird shit. It's not just you in your head. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
So even the things that people think they need to hide. I mean, for instance, say you wanted to hide your data because you were involved in some kind of fraud.
What? So what you had committed fraud at some point?
Yeah, and you didn't want your data to be available because of that.
Yeah.
But the fact is, there will be so many people like that person that once you've got, you can't put them all in prison for fraud.
Yeah.
Because there'd be too many of them.
Well, in the company I work at, I probably shouldn't name online. We do a check.
Probably part of your contract not to. I think.
Yeah, probably. In fact, yeah. There's a check that's done about if they've committed fraud or whatever.
Sure.
And we'll refuse service at that point. So we will sort of say to them, it was coming up.
Oh right, yeah. So not for employees, but for customers.
For customers, yeah. So a check's come up. you've pinged up and they're really sorry, we can't do this for you at the moment.
Yeah.
We can't give them the reason why, but chances are it's because there's been something that's gone on at that point in the past, so possibly linked to fraud. Not necessarily them, but it's probably linked to it at some point.
Okay.
But then now, because there are so many people that are linked to it, there are companies that come up that offer them the service.
Yeah.
Because now there's so many of them, they've now got a client base. Because they can now only go to them.
Exactly.
So it's,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
You're probably paying more for it, but
but they still get offered the same service because there's so many of them.
Yeah, exactly. You've still
perfect words, client base.
Yeah. You've got your demographic right there, and it's
the guys that can't get anything anywhere else. I nearly said the service you provide.
If you can't get it somewhere, so there'll be someone that pops up that says, "Yeah, all right, we'll do it."
Yeah,
because it's all money in their pocket at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Of course. Yeah, it's not illegal to serve them.
No,
it's just
it's possibly ill-advised.
Well, no, it's just the company doesn't want to have unnecessary losses.
To
people that might fraudulently make
and have maybe had a history of doing so.
Yeah.
So if you've got someone who's got a history of fucking kids, you're not going to hire them as a babysitter. I mean, that's an extreme example, admittedly.
The most extreme example. And probably not who you're going to get to babysit your children.
Yeah. And I suppose, would there be people out there that are willing to let them babysit their kids if they were cheaper?
I'm not going to say no.
I've seen Jeremy Kyle. I'd be willing to bet there fucking is. It's awful. Never watch it. It's the worst. It makes you want to give up on people.
Oh.
Well, okay, that's probably a bit.
I gave up on people a long time ago.
No, I like people. People are all right.
I like two of you.
No, I like people. Most people are good.
No, I've only got two that I like.
Most people.
You're one of them, so you're lucky.
Cheers, mate.
You're the lucky two.
Glad I made the list. Okay, now been quite a funeral for you, then, mate.
No, there's more people that like me than I like.
You just fuck the rest of the world off.
Sorry, I take it back.
Bitch. Oh, yeah.
But what I was talking about with AI, things hacking. So you're talking about hacking. Well, that's the current issue with phones at the moment, right?
Yeah.
So AI on phones can be hacked, and it can be used to listen to you or other things. Like there's so many things that have basic AI in them around your house these days.
Yeah, your Alexas and all that sort of shit. Your home assistants.
Your what?
Alexa, Google, so that little hub thing.
I was like Yahoo, Amazon.
Yahoo.
Yeah, sorry, I accidentally skipped back 20 years.
Kazaa. Can you open my Napster account?
LimeWire?
Yeah,
what else you got?
BearShare? Yeah, BearShare. Morpheus.
Oh, I didn't even know that one.
Oh, yeah.
We used BearShare and scoffed at people that use LimeWire. Elitist kids.
elitist file sharing kids. Lars Ulrich will find you and be mad at you.
What's he got? Nothing. He's not going to outdrum me, is he?
Well, he was fuming.
I'll drum off, Lars. Come on, let's do it.
He's coming for you. So it's his home assistant. So Amazon's got Alexa, Google's got Google Home. Apple's like Apple Home Assistant or whatever it is.
Right.
So it's just you say hi Google, hey Alexa, hey whatever.
Oh yeah, you got Cortana on Windows 10.
That's it,
Cortana,
yeah, all that sort of shit. So that's the, there's that joke that's sort of people are really worried about wiretaps and shit like that, and then you're like, hey wiretap, what's a recipe for cookies?
That's so good. I love that.
It's just recording all your shit anyway. And even all the stuff on phones as well. When you have, you see people when they're it's recording when you're not. It's in your fucking pocket or something.
Yeah.
There was these people that did said, right, okay, what we're going to do for an experiment? I'm going to spend the day. I'm going to talk about cat food. Phone's going to be in my pocket, not touching it. I've never Googled search for cat food. I don't fucking have a cat. I have no reason for it. Spend all day.
Click on Facebook. First thing comes up
cat food. Yeah. And it's that sort
of... I was talking to Max about this the other day, and I said, well, look, all they're going to hear is me pooing. Because the majority of the time I use my phone is when I'm on the toilet. Otherwise it just sits there and listens to me rap along to Eminem songs, or Devlin or whatever, or Tupac sometimes, if I'm feeling brave.
Oh, but you're so white looking when you do that. There's nothing whiter than watching white people rap along to like Tupac and shit. Do you say the N-word when it comes in or not? Or do you blank it out?
I say, obviously.
You say it? Oof. Risky move.
He's not. He didn't say it, man.
Even on your own.
Even on my own. Well, I'm not alone. No, I know myself.
Clearly, no wiretaps in the room. Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, like basically they're going to listen to me badly sing along to songs and poo. That's about it. That's all they got.
Yeah, you're going to like adverts for laxatives and
earplugs. The most weird
Yeah.
conversations I actually have with you, and we
record
record it.
Anyway. We're doing the job for them and bite us in the arse one day.
No, it's fine.
Running for, I don't know,
Congress.
Congress? We can run for Congress.
I don't know, might get my American citizenship.
Or
I might make my own one on a boat island.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Fucking go to Jojo land.
That sounds horrible and creepy.
Come to Jojo. Yeah, it does sound creepy.
It does sound more like. It sounds a bit like
an old broken down circus. Some of the Joker would take people to fuck them up.
Oh, no, fuck them then.
Like in Killing Joke. Yeah. He's got that abandoned circus where he straps commissioner to.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Good. Anyway, yeah, AI.
And then the future of AI. The future of AI. I don't know why. I'd been up all night and I just wrote future.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Fine.
Future. What's the future of AI? I guess let's start with that. What do you think the future of AI is?
So I was speaking to a friend, and he says he doesn't believe that AI is possible.
I think this is what's his face. We had the same conversation on your
on my
half stag.
I was just going to have a drink. So yeah, just took that conversation about
what's his name?
Sean,
thank you. Fucking
so
sorry, Sean, forgot your face.
Yeah,
I didn't forget your face. I know your face.
It was saying that so the concept of AI is fundamentally flawed because it has to exist within a program. A program has to exist within parameters.
Yeah, and there's no. I mean, technically, like it's not possible to create true AI. Any AI is going to be
within a limitation that's
it's going to be programmed.
Yeah.
But you can create things that emulate just like that. I mean, that's very basic. Sorry. Yeah. Demon escaped. That was very basic emulation of human behaviour.
Yeah.
But
the Google Assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to program. You'll be able to have things that are so deeply programmed. So many different layers of programming that it can appear to be conscious. But
I suppose
technically, it won't ever be possible to create consciousness.
Well, until my understanding of this is super fucking limited. Mm-hmm. But until you can program something to create something, you can program something to be creative.
Yeah, it shouldn't ever really be possible.
Okay. Because it's always going around. There's always going to be some sort of.
Yeah.
It's going to get to a point.
But it can't emulate creation. So, for instance, a painting, you can't emulate something, but you're really just giving it. You're giving it options, and it is creating something out of those options.
It's like a flow chart thing. So get to this point, go down. You can have obviously the most basic one would be you've got one, maybe two options. Yeah. But then you've got 6,000 options.
You can have billions of options, and it would emulate.
And the more options, the more it appears to be creating something of its own back.
Yeah.
And then randomise it, and then.
But then we don't know about So obviously when. If we're talking about living forever, uploading consciousness.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if we upload consciousness, it's not us living forever, it's creating a copy of ourselves.
Yeah.
So you still die, but you create a copy of yourself that's digital.
Yeah.
Now, that we don't know. Maybe that could be the first form of actual AI.
Yeah, again, bringing it back to this is a Black Mirror episode, isn't it? San Marino, something like that.
San Pellegrino.
That's the orange drink. yeah.
It's my favourite. It's my favourite.
It's a beautiful episode.
My favourite
really
one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've created this artificial afterlife where you upload your consciousness, and you live forever in this. I don't know. It's like sort of like a 70s, 80s sort of.
No, it's whatever time period you want, wherever you want it.
Choose it. Okay,
yeah.
And you upload it and you live forever as your younger self in that time period, which is a beautiful idea. It's a really nice idea for it.
Yeah, it's one of the least dark ones that exist. They're all dark, obviously.
Yeah. I think it's the one that's a bit more.
It's sad because at the end, that's where it's dark. like the one of the women's husbands decides he doesn't want that.
He doesn't.
He wants
to
to die.
That's it. Yeah. So and then she believes in another
He believes in an afterlife.
A religious afterlife rather than the.
It doesn't have to be religious. So you can believe in afterlife without being religious. My mum believes in afterlife and stuff. I tell her she's wrong all the time.
It's very arrogant.
Whatever. I tell her shut up all the time. I'm like, she believes in ghosts and shit. I'm like, fuck off. There's no ghosts. She believes in psychics and crystals and shit, and I'm like, watch Dan Brown and shut the fuck up. Shut up, mum. If you're listening, you're not listening.
She's going to push you right over the edge of the earth.
She's not a flat earther. She's not fucking retarded.
Spartan kick you straight off. Fuck you.
Straight off that ice wall.
Straight off the ice wall. You're out. See you later. Jon Snow walks past. George.
That was
You're not one of the men of the next watch.
that was actually right.
Good.
I've lost where we were now.
Religious afterlife versus... Well, not religious afterlife.
Sure, so the guy... her husband believed in an afterlife or something there. Afterlife doesn't have to be religious. You don't have to be religious to believe that there's something more to life than this. Yeah. But I think it's really arrogant and also small-minded to believe that there's more. Enjoy what you got now. This is all we've got. It's just right here, right now. This little moment.
Carrot and the stick mentality, isn't it? So like, you've got to live a good life when you're here on Earth, so you get rewarded later.
You can still live a good life.
If you've got to have a reward, then you're probably a bit of a shit cunt. Like, just be a nice person. Stop being a dick to people, and then if you die, then just know that you weren't a cunt in your real life. Some people, they're just
We all lose time and do things we regret, and we don't. None of us really live like this is our last day in existence. But
I don't like that phrasing. I think that's a bit more weird, because if we all did that, like, it'd be chaos.
We do all sorts of stuff, but that's what I'm saying. You can be told to do that, but you don't really want to do that. But just being nice and just enjoying and trying to sit in the moment that you're in is a good thing to do. It's a good practice.
I think they're living in the moment that you're in, not necessarily always.
Just consciously, though. That's what I mean. You don't have to go and do something insane, but just to be present. Just try and be present in your life.
Yeah, and not necessarily having to worry about what's happening next all the time. So, okay, what is this current thing that I'm doing now? Am I enjoying what I'm currently doing
let's
now?
just try and enjoy what you're doing as you're doing it.
Yeah, there's something to be said about long-term planning and looking forward and things like that. But if you're always looking forward, you never enjoy where you're at.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which is...
lovely. Well put.
Yeah, good. I'm glad, Glad it's recorded. You say again? Obviously, because I haven't got fucking anyone else.
Thanks, buddy.
Hang on, mate. Put that thing in there. But yeah, so what? So future of AI. So I guess it would be. Let's sit with the uploading consciousness side of things. Then.
Okay.
So, if that was an option, then for you, this Sam what's name? Two questions for you. Firstly, where would you choose to go? And secondly, would you actually want to do that?
I think you could go anywhere, at any point, whenever you want. I don't think you get.
That's what I'm asking you.
I don't think you get. No, what I'm saying is, I don't think you get stuck somewhere and you have to stay there.
Oh, but you got like.
Yeah, I think you can change wherever you want to go daily.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where did you get that idea from?
I don't know. Wow, that lime exploded.
Yeah, it exploded. That's my fucking giant.
Camera can't see you flexing.
That's a hashtag grip strength.
Oh, my grip strength's dead. I shut my hand in the door like a boob.
Joe's been living in a fucking Benny Hill skit. Oh, shut my hand in the door.
I'd do it instantly. I'd do it now. No, I wouldn't do it now because we've still got some life left in us, but of course I'd do it, wouldn't you?
I think I probably would. Yeah, I think so.
Well, so I mean, my belief of that program is that you can be anywhere you want at any point, but let's say that we're limited to one time only.
Yeah.
Yeah? And it has to be a time before now. We can't go to the future.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess the idea would be that you could create something if you wanted to. But it's a program.
Well, I'd just probably... be here now then? Because I've got the wealth of music from the beginning of time to now.
Yeah, I think I like the eye.
And I'd like to go through.
Music's a good point because I think
You want to be able to listen to the music that you wanted to, and if you went to the 60s, you'd never be able to listen to
You'd
Baroness.
never be able to listen to the 60s.
Yeah, which is great, which is awesome.
Yeah,
but you won't be able to listen to all the music that we've liked since then.
Yeah, you're sort of limiting yourself at that point. Yeah, you're right. Now we are in this position at the moment where we can listen to, like, if I wanted to chuck on some classical music from the 1700s.
Yeah, straight up, bang on the internet.
Seconds. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you'd want to time with the internet, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we've got
if you've got the rest of your life, an infinite amount of time in a program.
Yeah.
You're going to need the internet.
Yeah, I reckon so, yeah.
Because
you want all of the information that humanity's ever gathered.
Yeah.
If people say shit like the Roman times, like, probably fucking not, mate. Like, it'd be sweet to go to the Colosseum and that for a bit, but like, I'm sure it would get old fairly fucking soon.
I mean, so the end of that episode, they're just chilling on a beach.
They drive with their little fucking truck thing, don't they?
Yeah. You know, and I'd love a nice little reclusive place. A car drives away from a city so I can go watch gigs, and that'd be fine.
Yeah, be decent. Yeah, I'd definitely do something like that. That'd be the one. If you were,
But that wasn't uploading consciousness. No, that was uploading. It wasn't just copying. Cheers.
Yeah, so I think that would be the idea of that's the uploading consciousness versus the.
These just taste so good, and I saw you pour them, and they were easily half rum.
They're definitely strong as fuck. Yeah.
I can't taste anything strong in that at all. They're so tasty. We always drink rum and ginger. It's quite a staple on this podcast.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we like it. Every now and again, we should probably mix it up a little bit more.
Yeah, I was thinking would you do a cocktail night one time or something? Maybe.
We do a cocktail night one time.
Yeah.
Just have to find a cocktail you like, though.
Anything fruity.
Anything fruity. We'll do a daiquiri night or something.
Daiquiris are good. Like daiquiri.
Sweet. We'll have a daiquiri evening. Be lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we can do some daiquiris. Get a mango daiquiri on the go.
Oh, tasty.
Fan. Yeah. Lovely time. Shit got fruity. Bring the fucking umbrellas, fruits on the edge.
Yeah, man.
Have a big old fucking glass of it.
Yeah, gotta get a big daiquiri glasses.
That's it. Yeah, the old daiquiris.
Yeah.
Have we got anything else on here then that we wanted to touch on?
Well, I mean that's like I wanted to talk about the future of AI. Like, where do you think it's
Where
actual?
should we stop?
Where do you think the actual limit is? Because obviously, my limit, like thinking about it as a scientist, is the fact that we'll never be able to upload consciousness.
Okay.
We'll only be able to copy it, replicate it, but that person will still die. You can't transfer consciousness. You can upload it, but you can't transfer it.
Yeah. So when
we don't
when
know
you
what
upload,
kind.
you're looking at a copy of what the consciousness is at the point of upload. If they then continue to live a little bit longer,
that person dies though. That person still dies. They don't transfer the consciousness. They just end it, and a new version is born.
So I suppose the question is that then is the new consciousness then aware that the old consciousness is gone?
Yeah, of course it would be.
So that's the weird one. I keep going back to Black Mirror because they basically covered all this shit. Like that one where they upload the consciousness or they copy the consciousness into that little egg thing, the little home assistant. Yeah, it's just it's just a girl in there.
I don't remember that one very well.
They basically say the concept being that it's like.
I remember the robot one, robot boyfriend.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of which is
also very similar.
That is building from the AI. This is more. So imagine, you've got your little home assist, you've got your Alexa thing that you sort of say, "Oh, do this, do that," or whatever. But it said they upload a version of you.
That's the one that's just like a speaker tower. Yeah.
Yeah. They upload a version of you into that. And then you automatically do all the things that real you wandering around.
I remember now, yeah. So you don't have to do the things that you would usually do.
There's no menial shit. So you cook all from there. It's all controlled on that, and you know what you like, so you make it the way that you like it.
You can get on with all the things that you don't necessarily have to do. It takes control of a lot of things that you don't.
It takes
waste your time.
Shit out. Yeah, you can just live life. You can just do the shit you enjoy. Like
well, that'd be awesome for things like work. You would never have to work again. You could just use your whole life doing things that you enjoy while you're your little helper version of you does your
Does
work.
all the other shit.
That's like having a clone of yourself.
Yeah, well, depending on what your work is.
Clone of yourself today. You go to work.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, would that be something?
Cloning, I don't know. I mean, cloning sort of dropped off when AI started to get up a bit, didn't
Yeah,
it?
fucking Dolly the sheep ruined it.
Well, that's a few years ago now, but yeah.
It's like 10 years ago now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Dolly the sheep? That's fucking
more.
long time
About
ago.
for 2006, I think that was.
Here's something I wanted to ask you about the creating artificial meat in a lab.
Yeah, so I've just recently gone vegan. I've been vegan for about a month now. I was vegetarian my whole life. And then I just sort of thought I'd give it a go.
Yeah.
And it's been really easy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I suppose it would be vegan, like vegetarian to vegan. I suppose would be
Yeah, I mean, I like pizza a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't tried vegan pizza yet, but I found a couple online that look pretty banging, so I'm going to give them a go.
Okay.
But yeah, I sort of stopped eating most things anyway. I was like, fuck it, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, like knock cheese and shit on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be a little bit more healthy anyway.
Yeah.
And I was eating quite a lot of chocolate.
Oh yeah.
And then now, only vegan chocolate is quite expensive.
Yeah, so most vegan things are quite expensive, other than like
Vegetables and stuff. Like mostly it's just I was already vegan, but I was eating a lot of shit like chocolate.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if I don't eat chocolate, I'll probably be a little bit healthier.
Alright. So from a ethics standpoint, then.
Yeah. So
If we're talking about so this was
ethically
a side
something
of
that's
beef
grown.
that was grown in a lab from the start. Nothing died. It was all just
Ethically, it's absolutely fine.
created. Yeah.
Yeah, even if you made an entire cow that wasn't conscious, it's still ethically fine.
Yeah.
As long as no cows were hurt in the process, it's ethically fine. Would I want to eat it? I don't know. I'd try it.
Yeah.
I'd give it a go. I think I have a bit of a sort of food disorder anyway.
Because you've been vegetarian your whole life, I think meat is probably something that
it's just like sometimes it could be anything though. It could be anything. I'll just be eating it. I'll just feel like it just makes me feel sick. Like just the thought of something to do with the food makes me feel a bit sick. So I think I would be a bit squeamish maybe about it.
Yeah.
But I'd try it.
Yeah.
If it's not ethically wrong, I can't fucking complain about it.
Yeah, I think that's a decent standpoint. I feel like most people would.
Most people just don't think about what they put in their bodies, which is another horrifying thing.
That's weird. I was looking into this.
You're moderately healthy with your intake of food. I mean, you drink a lot and you eat shit, but when you eat shit, you're eating shit.
I know. Yeah, I'm very aware I'm doing it. I just
same. Like I'll
abandon giving a fuck.
I'll eat a huge huge plate of chips or fucking bread and shit.
That's it. Yeah, I'll do it in that brief moment. I'm going, fuck it, it'll be alright. Or if I'm hungover on a Sunday or some shit, and I just eat pure bullshit the entire day. Push all this garbage into my face.
As greasy and bready as it can get.
Again on Monday. I just extend my hangover.
You've got a different kind of hangover. It's not an alcohol hangover. It's just like a cheese hangover.
Inflamed, and it's just like, what did you fill me with, you stupid bastard?
The next day you have.
You didn't need 2 pizzas, did you? I did at the time.
The next day you have more greens in your food.
That's it. I'm sort of alright. I need to chuck some spinach in that.
Give me three vitamins or 3 coloured foods.
3 greens, 3 green things, 3 green things that grew somewhere. that didn't come out of a factory, please. 3 green things. Then I feel better and just pushing vitamins back in.
But a lot of people don't even know that they're eating shit. They just eat ready meal after ready meal, just salt and fat. And...
When you shop in Iceland all the fucking time.
Well, me too.
People you see with kids running around with trolleys loaded up to the top with all these frozen.
That's the worst thing about going in Iceland.
Because they're cheap as shit.
They're cheap, and they just put them in the oven.
Yeah, cheap, easy, no time, but it is. You look at it and it's like, that is just utter garbage.
It's filth. No, I've seen exactly what you're talking about. Mum's shop at Iceland, which was the fucking slogan.
Yeah.
Just piled up with garbage, just all cardboard boxes,
That's it, the little things with the sleeve on the outside.
Yeah, man.
Slide the plastic thing out, wang that in the microwave for 10 minutes.
Yeah, or the oven,
There you go. The wee Chardonnay eats for another day.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. What?
That's dark and true.
It's right. Well, that's
horrible.
I get the logic for it. I get that. Well, okay.
And kids are fussy, and they'll eat salty garbage because it tastes good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've been living off stir fry recently, which is banging. Super healthy. Just a little bit of oil, load of veggies, seeds. I went and bought a load of seeds. So you just chuck a load of seeds in there.
Yeah.
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce is decent. You just slam a load of soy sauce and everything tastes wicked.
Garlic, fresh big chunks of garlic. Loads and loads of veggies. Brown rice. You get the little microwave brown rice tilde things.
Yeah.
Just one of them, microwave. Then chuck that in your stir fry. It's banging. And because you got all your seeds and your complex carbs like brown rice and things like that, and your vegetables, it's really filling. Yeah, it's not unhealthy. It's got no cholesterol apart from the oil. Sesame oil as well. If you use sesame oil, it's really flavourful.
But I've seen a lot of shit about cholesterol recently. It's sort of it's not as bad as everyone seems to think it was.
Well, it's clogging my arteries, so it ain't that good for me.
Well, it's not necessarily cholesterol that's clogging it. Cholesterol doesn't clog your arteries. It's aortal fat.
Admittedly, I don't know that much about it, but it's my medication that's doing it for me.
Enough about it to have a conversation about it on the internet.
Yeah, I do want to do a nutrition podcast at some point, but we need an actual nutritionist to come on.
Yeah, I think we have.
I don't know any.
Yeah, not a fan, no. But it'd be quite good to do that.
I'd love to do it. I'm really interested in it. I just don't know fuck all about it.
Just watch any Joe Rogan podcast with Dr. Rhonda Patrick.
Dr. Rhonda Patrick, yeah, she's great.
She's fucking...
I've only watched the first one, I think, but...
He's done 4, I want to say 4, maybe 3.
Really?
3 or 4. Yeah, and they're all... Every time I watch it, I'm like, I don't understand what I need to eat anymore. I'm not sure what's good for me or what's bad for me. So I'm pretty sure being really cold or being really hot is definitely good for me. and then she's like... and then it's like, sugar's really shit for you. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I say drinking spiced rum and ginger.
Oh, this is as sugary as you could get. But...
It's not that bad.
It's fucking
not as
bad.
bad as Coke.
It's not much worse. It's not much better even.
Yeah, it is much better.
Than Coke?
Yeah, 100%. Let's get the bottle.
Pull the shit up, Jeremy.
Pull the shit up, Jeremy. How much? Pull up Coke on there. How much sugar?
Yeah.
So this has got... So per 250 ml, it says it's got less than 0.1 grams of sugar.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, look, I'll show you. So
that's not diet.
So 250
Oh, it's sugar free.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sugar.
No, added sugar.
No, added sugar. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought this wasn't the diet one.
Yeah, well, it's not diet. It's just
Okay, so it's 10 grams of sugar per 100 millilitres.
Jesus Christ, what was Coke?
So, for Coke. So, so that's 25 to about 27.5 grams per 250 millilitres.
It's better.
Okay, it's better, yeah. By about 2,500%.
Unless that label is fucking lying, which it very well might be. I didn't make the fucking
I didn't make the label.
Yeah. Or they're wanging a load of sweeteners in there, but...
Oh, that shit's bad for you in other ways, but...
Yeah, but...
Hormones and brain and shit.
That's alright. Well, good. I need to get my protein from somewhere. Brain.
Oh, brains.
More brains. Need more brains. Stick your bum out. Melt.
What?
Go wee.
You weirdo.
Okay. So, let's get back to the AI situation, I suppose. So, I guess the future would, as far as I can see it going at the moment, it's going to be, these home assist things are going to be fucking everywhere. Because they're cheap as fuck as they are anyway. I think that you can pick one up for about 40 quid. And I think it's just for a novelty. I haven't bought one yet, but that's not a comment on if I think they're decent or not, if they seem reasonable. Even if it's just for playing music or whatever in your house. You can hire Alexa, Google, Siri or whatever, chuck on this song. That's cool, I like having music playing around. But the assist thing and potentially having a conversation with a machine without knowing it is a little bit creepy. I guess it would be, I don't know, I think I'd just like to know I'm speaking to a person. Am I speaking to a person? Would you be, if you were speaking to a machine and didn't know it, would that weird you out at all, do you think? If you found out afterwards?
I mean, I think I'd know.
Well,
Throw him a curveball every now and then. It's just in life anyway.
Well, yeah, what's a capital fucking Cuba?
Would I care if I was dealing with an AI? I mean, it depends. If they were fucking sorting out my problem better than a human was, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I bet a lot of them fucking would.
I only phone up people. I only use the phone to phone up when something's gone horribly wrong.
Almost definitely. Yeah.
And I need someone to sort it out.
Yeah.
Right? If the AI is sorting it out, I haven't got a problem with that. Of course not. I don't care. I just need my problem fixed.
Yeah. As long as the result is the result you want, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, as long as it's the end point. I think even if I had to, with the relatively basic thing we've got now, even if it was the number system, if I had an option that actually fulfilled everything that I wanted to do, I'd probably be okay with that as well.
Yeah, but the numbers never include the one you want.
No, they don't. But what I'm saying is,
you always have to wait for all the numbers to be read, and then the last one is or hold.
Yeah,
I will hold, please.
Press 0 to speak to an advisor. So I guess that's the one I'm pressing then. Yeah.
Yeah, they never put 0 as the first option, do they?
No. Despite the fact it's the lowest number. Well. Yeah.
Well, so what about like AI as in robots that help you around the house?
Okay. So what if you had like an AI butler?
Yeah.
Call him Jeffrey.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. What?
He better be cool as fuck if he's called Jeffrey. He better be straight out of fucking Bel Air.
Yeah, 100%. Of course he is. He's got a British accent and all that shit.
We don't even have British accents.
we do.
Well, we do, just different ones.
No, the different ones that the Americans don't like.
That they don't know, apparently.
No, yeah.
Apparently they've never heard anyone from England talk other than...
Oh, blimey, governor.
How's it? I can't even do it.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. That's good, I like it.
What am I saying? Words. Excellent. So, yeah.
Would you like a butler?
Would
you like a robot butler?
Would I like a robot butler? I don't think I would.
I think you're getting away from me.
Into a giant lazy piece of shit.
You're already a giant lazy piece of shit, dude.
I'm not. I ran yesterday and I went to jiu-jitsu this morning.
Yeah, but he can't do that for you.
Why not? I'm going to send him on a fucking run.
Go for a run, Jigs.
He comes back, so I did a run. So well done. Good. Upload that to Strava. Chuck my Fitbit on him. There he goes. But a lovely time.
That's all sorts of wins if your wife's making you go for runs. Like, go off.
I just put it on a dog. Just go there and shut the ball about for a bit. It's like, you run 18 miles this morning. Well, I'm doing alright,
but just back and forth for some reason. From one bench.
Shuttle runs. Yeah, no, I don't think if I was busier than I currently am, then yes, I can see it, because there are a lot of people that have a lot of shit to do. So I can really see the appeal of that.
I take your dog out for a poo between 2 and 5 days a week, right?
Yeah. Not because I don't do it, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there. It's while I'm
him and his wife are at work.
Yeah.
Him and Lou are at work, so I go and...
You turn out to make sure the dog's not eating the fucking sofa.
Yeah, very essentially. He ate 2 sofas, so they had to get 2 new ones. 3, sort of. 2 chairs and a sofa.
Yeah, he's at one sofa.
He did straight up eat 2 sofas, though.
yeah.
Like, and a couple of loose clothes that she was not happy with.
Not happy, yeah. He ate some more the other day, he was pissed.
Serious, because a couple of times the door's been open and I've gone in and there's nothing been eaten.
Yeah, sometimes he's chill, sometimes he's a dickbag, he just picks one he likes.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Asshole dog. Anyway, yeah.
Should I eat anything today?
Yeah, I'm not. Delicious shoes. Yeah, so
there you go. The robot butler could take your dog out for a walk.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be handy if I could do that.
I mean, obviously,
it had to be strong.
It's oh yeah. Oh god. Oh, even a one of those. What's that company? The ones that make the sweet robots.
Oh, Boston Dynamics.
Yeah. Well remembered.
Yeah.
Even those guys couldn't walk your dog. Your dog is a dick bag.
Yeah.
He's all over. He's like, no. Sometimes he's well chill, and then he's like, no, this way, this way.
Like, fucking retard dog. But that sort of situation would be handy. But I get it if people have got, like, if you've got 2 parents both work and you've got a couple of kids.
And also imagine, like, just for that instance, you'd have to pay me to walk your dog for 20 years, and that would cost probably the same amount as a robot.
That fucking dog's living to 20.
Oh shit! But you know what I mean? The cost of the robot would be much more than getting someone to take some. You know.
Yeah, that's it. It would become to be what does the robot do the thing as well as a human for a less.
Okay, so this is somewhere I wanted to go to. Well, I'll just quickly say I have problems with eating. I pretty much don't eat until about 5-6 in the evening. I usually have 2 dinners and no breakfast or lunch. So I have a dinner about 7 or 8 maybe, and then a dinner about midnight or 1 in the morning.
Right.
I'm rubbish at it. Like, But if I had someone to cook me a meal at breakfast, lunch and dinner, that would be super helpful for me.
Okay.
But yeah, moving on from that, I forgot what I was going to say. You continue, I might remember.
I don't know really what we continue with. Yeah, I mean, I think if there's a lot of people that there would be awesome for. Personally, in my current state, I probably wouldn't unless it was some sort of dog walking robot. But
yeah,
or house cleaning, I suppose, would be handy. I can't really comment on that because Lou does most of the fucking cleaning, so I can't really whinge about it.
Yeah, until she fucking tells you to do something.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so I've completely fucking forgotten what I was going to say, but I will move on to another point, which is AI in... now I remember. You were talking about the expense, or we were talking about the expense of AI when it becomes viable.
Yeah.
To replace a worker.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Right, so the current sort of estimation is when a robot unit costs less than a year's wages for an employee, then it's therefore viable.
Yeah.
So that's a good segue into robots taking over our jobs.
Well, I suppose it's started for supermarket workers. You're already seeing a massive influx of self-checkouts versus human-operated ones.
Yeah, Morrison's has got rid of half of its checkouts for self-service, which is mental.
Yeah.
There's only about 1 or 2 people on the checkouts usually. One maybe.
There's not a great deal of them, yeah. And that's happening. I mean, obviously that is sort of based on people being able to actually use the fucking self-service. But it means you have one person operating 16 tills often.
Yeah.
Red flashing lights, they're running over cars, swiping under the
Usually the red flashing lights is for...
people that can't fucking use it. Or booze or...
It's usually alcohol.
Yeah.
So the other day I did self-service at Morrison's and the woman came up and she went, "Have you got any ID?" And then she looked at my face and went, "Oh no, you're alright." I was like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Yeah, it's clearly like ingrained.
I mean, I'm 28 next week and that means I'm nearly 10 years over the age. But still...
Well, you've got to think 25, so you're 3 years over the age.
Sure, but she looked at me and went, "No, you're fine."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, you're cutting me deep, woman."
It's my age.
I'm finally looking old, like, just haggard as fuck.
Yeah, so, this guy's said some shit. No, he's not. He needs it. Oh, you're around, is it? Nice one, thank you, mate.
Done the last 3 years.
Yeah, I think that's... So, I mean, that's a fairly... I mean, I've done my fucking time in retail. I've done tills and checkouts and shit like that.
Yeah,
so
you have. How long were you at Morrison's for?
8 years.
That's a long time, man.
Yeah, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but it is a fucking easy thing to do. Scanning thing on checkouts is fucking easy. It's not a difficult thing. It's boring as shit. Yeah. And there is a certain skill in being able to speak to people and handle people day after day after day after day.
And not kill a motherfucker.
Painfully boring.
Yeah.
So I guess as long as people are able to actually use the fucking service things, is that such a bad thing? But then I get the idea is that we need these entry-level jobs for people.
For 17-year-olds?
Yeah, for people that are coming to it and they want to, they need to get some experience in dealing with the world. Because fuck me, a lot of people don't know how to have a basic conversation and shit.
Nah.
Like, it's super difficult to even, like, human interaction, like, most of their interaction's been online or...
Yeah, especially younger generations.
Yeah, for sure. And they, I think it's really, really good to get that experience. And they're not going to have that experience because that job's not going to exist. I'd say probably within the next 5 years, I reckon you'll see checkout operator almost fucking disappear as a job.
I think you're right.
I love it. You're going to see a lot of it. I mean, stuff like stacking shelves and being a shop assistant, generally being helping around. I think that's going to be further down the line. But even then, I think you're going to start having like Morrison's assistant. You go in there, it's attached to the trolley already. Type in what you want. Oh, yes, aisle 4, left-hand side. All right.
Well, the trolley goes and shops for you.
No, well, it does it for you or tells you where to go.
Sure.
So what are you doing? Oh, I'm looking for fucking, I don't know, ground arrow route. Something fucking retarded that no one knows where it is. So, oh yes, aisle 20, left-hand side. And we have this in stock right now, or we don't have this in stock right now.
Yeah.
You're going to have something like that. So you're still going to have to physically go in there and put the item in your trolley, but you'll be able to have a full layout, exactly where it is.
A lot of sales are done from people that don't know what they want. I go into the shop not knowing exactly what I want all the time.
Yeah.
I've spent
I've
spent thousands over my lifetime.
Impulse buys.
I forgot which glass was which, so we might have swapped.
Bye, James.
As long as you're not going to herpy me up.
That's all right, cat AIDS.
Yeah. Check out my six-breasted cobra lady.
I love that t-shirt. That's sick.
Sick, isn't it?
Yeah. That was when we went to see him in Brixton, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, dude, you got to buy that t-shirt. And he went, oh, I can't buy that because I can't wear that in front of the kids at school. It was when he was on placement. And I was like, oh, dude, you got to buy it. And you didn't. And I was like, fuck, now I've got to buy it. Someone has to buy this shirt. It was so sick.
I got the Once More in the Sun album art one.
Yeah. I like the... Oh, it is a tour t-shirt, is it?
Yeah, it's a tour t-shirt, yeah. It says Martin. Yeah.
It's
Brixton, London, October.
2011.
Maybe November.
2011?
Yes, I don't know, look at your back, I'll tell you.
No, 2014. 15?
2014.
14.
When's the...
That's the last gig I went to.
No, November 28th, yeah.
Yeah, that's the last gig I went to.
No, we've seen Coheed since then.
No, we haven't, have we?
Just in the last 4 fucking years. Yeah, we have. We saw him in...
Coco. Coco was the last time we saw
Yeah.
Coheed. That was 2013, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first time, and the second time we've seen him since.
Yeah, maybe that was 2016 then.
Yeah.
I can't fucking...
We definitely fucking, yeah, we've seen Coheed since then.
I suddenly got quite drunk there. A bit lightheaded.
Oh, he's got a massive fucking detouring conversation. He was distracted by the 6-titted cobra woman.
6-titted cobra lady! what were we talking about just before then? Because I did have something to say. Oh, right.
Jobs.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Jobs, yeah.
Guys, guy, girl, whichever, how many of the one viewer we have. There's a website which is called something like...
something like...
I'm just going to look it up.
Will I have a job in 5 years.com?
Pretty much, yeah.
Is it that sort of thing, is it?
Yeah, it's about AI stealing your jobs.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's fucking depressing.
Oh, yeah, you're fucked, by the way.
No, I'm not fucked. I'll be alright. I'm a people person.
You've got you got a degree in teaching. Teaching is one of the jobs that's not going to be taken over.
Oh, yeah, they'll just pay you £3 a fucking hour to do it.
Yeah, you might have to become a teacher.
Yeah, no, that's alright. That's always an option. Well,
When...
so they see this podcast.
Take my job.
Will AI take my job?
Will robots take my job? No, that's not it. Because the answer is yes. It's just when.
Yeah.
Alright, well that's the only one that's coming up straight away. Let's see if this is the same one.
Let's be honest, you're looking mostly...
Looks roughly okay. Okay, so this one's called willrobotstakemyjob.com. So if you want to have a look, have a look. I'm a graphic designer, and obviously, so my job's creative. So my job is like way low on the list of like it's going to take a long time for robots to recreate creativity.
Yeah, fair point.
Things like you answering phones, teaching people how to answer phones.
Yeah,
you're fucked.
Not
mate.
so much. Yeah, fuck it.
So what's your job title?
Training advisor.
Don't know if they're going to have that.
What we got?
Human resources.
Top one.
Yeah?
Yeah. 1.4? It's because it involves speaking to people, identifying...
Because it involves teaching.
But yes, you've got to identify what people know and how to interact with people, and humans are complex.
Okay, so the job you used to have...
That's what it was just call centre. It's a type of call centre.
Telemarketers.
Oh, I'm not a fucking telemarketer. We're a customer service representative. That'll
That's
be
it. Yeah.
55%. Yeah, that's pretty fucking high. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't actually the website. The website I had before came up not the percentage of will they, but when. They. Yeah. So like by a certain year. But yeah. Customer service representatives obviously are going to be gone soon. Things like nurses, care workers, all that stuff is going to be gone. As soon as the cost of a unit of robot is cheaper than a yearly wage of an employee, it's a no-brainer.
Well, someone like HGV driver, I bet that's going to be that's got to be a high percentage. Self-driving cars, if you can send a fucking truckload of gear.
Taxi driver.
Oh, yeah. 89%, Jesus fuck. Yeah, you got self-driving vehicles and stuff like that. There's a massive amount of people whose job relies on driving.
Yeah.
And if the fucking
Driving,
drive themselves,
answering phones, looking after people. My friend's a care worker. In fact, you know what I was telling you about earlier with the amazing review?
Yeah.
She said there's no way that they're going to take over. She said there's no way robots are going to take over her job, and I went, they are.
I think it's
You're a
tricky
care worker.
when you're dealing with people. I think it's tricky because people are...
It's care work.
People read people.
Yeah, but it's still care work. All you have to do is have something that can change beds and wipe people's asses.
No, yeah, but that's not the job though, mate. That's the basics of the job. That's your tasks. But your job is dealing with people and making people feel better. And
same.
A machine ain't going to do that.
My job's dealing with people too. It's account men, isn't it? We're all account men in life. We're all trying to get people to like us and keep them to like us. Keep them liking us.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll if I need something done and I speak to someone and I don't like them, I'm less likely to hire. I'd hire someone I liked to do a job that I wanted, and I'd pay a little bit more to do so.
Yeah.
If I had to deal with someone on a regular basis, and I had the power to hire them or fire them or whatever, I'd rather pay a little bit extra and deal with someone that I'm happy to deal with and happy to work with, rather than someone who might be the cheapest but I don't get along with them very well. I'd probably make that... I prefer that personal relationship and maybe a little bit of a financial detriment to myself, rather than feeling awkward around someone but no, I'm saving an extra few quid.
Yeah, or even the quality of someone's work. You'd rather pay for the quality of someone's work than someone that's going to do it for cheap, but they're a bit of a cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a fucking... Yeah, that's all about, yeah.
But when
we did the wedding, that was kind of like that. That was a big thing when we were sort of dealing with people. That was like, oh, okay, well, we know what you do is good. You're a fucking pain in the arse to deal with, though, so we're not going to have you there.
Who was that?
It was mostly like caterers and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we just made sure all the people that catered our wedding that did stuff for it were people that we could get on with.
Right.
Because we didn't want to have a fucking stress-filled day. Because you meet some people and they're just fucking flappers. They're just like, oh good, we need to do this, we need to do this. Like, well, cool your fucking jets.
It's my wedding, I'm the one that's supposed to be stressed. You're making me more stressed.
Yeah, you're doing my nut. Yeah, so it was just people that knew what they were doing, we got on with them really well, and we knew they'd just turn up and crack on. And if there were any dramas, they just go, oh yeah, this happened, but we sorted it. It's like, sweet, that's all I want to hear.
You don't want to be micromanaging on your wedding. Your wedding was chill. It was the best wedding I've ever been to.
And you pay extra for it sometimes.
Sure.
It was.
Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, no, money is you get what you pay for a lot of the time.
You always get more money.
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes.
Well, yeah, I mean we're all kind of fucked.
It's not easy, but it can be done.
You know, people put their trust in me when they pay me money to produce something that they're going to be proud of, that I'm going to be proud of.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've not had a bad situation yet.
Good.
It's going to happen at some point, but, you know, I put my time and effort into these things and care and love and try and create something that not only I'm proud of, but they're proud of too. And
that's going to be something that the machine is going to be difficult to replicate.
Yeah.
But I mean, how about web design, stuff like Squarespace and all that sort of shit? Is that pushing web designers on the edge a little bit? It's not necessarily AI, but it's technology moving to a place where it's becoming more easy to manipulate. You're looking at drag and drops rather than necessarily being having to have a knowledge of coding.
Okay, so I started building websites when I was quite young. I've got a pretty good... I did web design at college and stuff. I'm pretty good at that stuff. In fact, I think we had 6 months to do our module and I did it in 4 days.
Right, okay.
And then didn't come in...
Was that out of choice or pressure?
No, I just did it because it was that easy.
Oh, right, okay.
It was build a website, and I built a website, and we had 6 months to do it, and I just did it in 4 days because I've done it before, and I'm not an idiot.
Yeah,
I could do some HTML, I could do some scripting, and I was fine. Everyone else was using Dreamweaver, and I was like, I've never used Dreamweaver. I'm going to have to do it all in Notepad because that's what I know.
Yeah.
I only knew how to do raw coding, but I, for instance, use a service like Squarespace for my website. I haven't coded my website. I use a drag and drop service.
Yeah.
because it's simpler and easier.
You've got an eye for design, you know what you want it to look like, and it allows you to
do that without having to spend hours worrying about coding and fucking things up.
Or having to pay somebody else to do it for you.
Yeah, and I do pay for that service.
Yeah.
I do pay an extra... I pay about 60 quid a year for it. But it's much cheaper than a web designer.
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost me the stress of making a website, because the reason why I do graphic design, but I don't do web design. Yeah. If someone comes to me and they want a website done, I'll do them a website.
Yeah.
I'll usually use a service like what I've used for myself.
Yeah.
Because then I can teach them how to run it themselves as well, which is obviously not good for my business.
It's not good for a child business.
But I'm helping out that customer, and that's actually more valuable to me.
Educating your customer base is a very...
Well, it means that they're going to tell other people that I'm...
Yeah.
That, you know... It's a good...
Well, they're going to
I'll get a good review. That's good as well. That's fine. You know, eventually my name will get quoted at some point, and I might get a job out of it. So what do I think about it? I think it's a good thing, but also, so for stuff like graphic design, there are loads of programs which allow people to do really poor design at a basic level with drag and drop stuff.
Freemium shit.
Sure, whatever.
You pay a bit more, and then you...
No. Just programs that simplify design. Okay, so they can make some pretty cool looking shit without a graphic designer. But a lot of these people don't have the sense to make stuff look good, so it still looks like garbage.
They've not got a sense of
design. And it's the same with web design. So I have a good sense of design for web design, so I can use these free services or paid for services, drag and drop things. I can use them and still make a website look good. Some people could use them and still make something look shit. So they'd still need a web designer to make it look good. And it's the same with graphic design. Yes, all these programs are giving people like me less jobs. Graphic designers and web designers, these programs are giving us less jobs. They're giving your average person the ability to create something without really any knowledge.
Yeah.
But they still you're
taking out the technical aspect, but you're also...
For instance, I know how to use the programs that I use, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign and stuff. I use them daily, and I'm great at them. Yeah, and someone else, it could take them 10 years to be as good as me at those programs. I can do something in 5 seconds that would take someone else 5 hours. And that's why people pay me to do stuff. But then you get these other programs which are much simpler or whatever, and it's just like, just drag, put that here, put that there, put colours, whatever.
Yeah.
And you can create some good things on those, but often people still create crap because they don't have the other side of it, which is the creative brand.
So it's the technology and the technical side of things versus the creative and... I suppose that sort of tangible side of things, where you look at it and it's more personable. Where you can look at something and goes, that looks shit, but it would look better if we did this, and this.
Yeah.
But then you don't have to have the technical knowledge to know how to modify it, because that's sort of been removed, and the interface is much more easy to use, and it's much more manageable for a layman.
Yeah.
But the actual knowledge of what to do to get it to where you want it is where the actual talent and the skill comes in.
Sure, I mean, I can do stuff that these programs can't. Photoshop can do stuff that these programs can't. But if someone...
At the moment.
Yeah, no, but even so, if someone's got a good eye for what they want, then they can probably use a free service to make that without anything anyway.
More, Joe. It just needs to pop more. Can you make that pop a bit more?
Yeah, I'll pop it up right up your bum. Nice. Sort of a dry one, that one. It's like But yes, those services do cost designers, web designers, or graphic designers jobs. They do, for sure. But it also
no one's safe.
But it also gives the power to your average person. If they've got a good eye for design, they can create something themselves. And that's good. That's still a good thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's also bad for me, but it's also good for them, so it's still fine.
Yeah.
I'm not against it.
It's not having a nice time. Good.
As I say, I use one of those services for my website. My website looks dope. Simple as fuck.
Good.
Does everything I need it to do, and I pay a company £60 a year to host it. It's fine.
Yeah,
I can
can live with that.
They can have it, you know what I mean?
Crack on.
Yeah. So the next thing on my list, if we're going away from AI...
Yes, yeah, I feel like we've AI'd. We've AI'd quite a lot.
this is a bit still AI, but this is about Neuralink, which we have touched upon today.
Yeah.
But Neuralink, basically... I don't know if you saw this a few weeks ago, Elon Musk said he's going to make a giant bionic dragon.
What the fuck? What?
So this is... So a cyborg dragon. He's going to make a giant cyborg dragon, and we don't really know what he's talking about yet. So basically, I think one of his rockets was called a dragon. So we're thinking maybe he's using Neuralink to control one of his rockets.
He's basically making like fucking Pacific Rim reality.
Yeah, all that.
That's what he wants.
See, that's the other thing. Maybe he's making a giant. But I think he said cyborg, which is obviously the amalgamation of
human and machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So people have been like all over Twitter, like, what do you actually mean? Are you making a giant metal dragon? Are you making a giant robot dragon that's controlled by a human? What are you doing? Are you mixing a dragon and a human? What is happening?
You're going to go into the drift. And, yeah, he's a mad cunt. He just wants Transformers to be real. And he's just doing it.
But the motherfucker keeps saying crazy shit and then doing it. That's the problem.
He's out of his fucking mind.
I love it.
I think half of me just thinks he's just riding this whole Tesla thing. It's like, yeah, Teslas are decent. It's like, fuck it, I'll do what I want now. What can you do? I don't know. I'm just gonna fucking, send us back in time.
But you know,
bring a T-Rex here. Fuck you. Do what I want.
He started with PayPal. What do you use to pay for everything? I use PayPal. I don't type my card details in. I use PayPal.
Yeah, fair point.
I use PayPal to pay for every single thing. The only times I don't use PayPal to pay for something...
If I have the option to pay for PayPal, I will pay for PayPal.
The only times I don't use PayPal is when PayPal's not an option.
Yeah, that is pretty much it. Yeah. Fair point.
You PayPal me the other day.
I did, yeah. Only the week.
I'll talk to myself.
PayPal.
PayPal. I use PayPal for everything. I get paid for work via PayPal. PayPal's my only... Like, if I've got a client and I need someone to pay me, I get them to pay me via PayPal or cash. If they're a local person, if not, then PayPal. It's very rarely that I need to be like, here's my bank details. In fact, I don't even think that's ever come up. I always try to use PayPal because it's just simple and easy, and I've got a business account on PayPal. It's just simple. And now I've said PayPal 1,000 times and I've run out of words. Come back, Boober, I'm scared! I'll go on to the next thing, which is Neuralink have been testing on animals, apparently. I'm going to probably have to look something up about this, but I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm not really sure. I mean, what have they been testing on? If they tested on an animal, is it then what? The animal is now part of robot? Neuralink, what if you have like a Neuralink chimp that takes over the world? Is this the beginning of Planet of the Apes? Is this the real Planet of the Apes? Okay, Elon Musk's Neuralink sought to open animal testing facility in San Francisco. Exactly 1 year ago, Elon Musk revealed that he'd co-funded a startup, Neuralink, with the ambition of inventing a brain-computer interface, as it was later called, a wizard hat for the brain.
So glad I came to that.
That was a good point.
Wizard hat for the brain.
Yeah, so this is
He is fucking Gandalf, isn't he? You knew it.
Gryffindor.
Oh.
Yeah, this is about Neuralink supposedly testing on animals.
Did you just do a Harry Potter reference when I was talking about fucking Gandalf?
Yeah, but you were talking about hats. I felt like the Gryffindor hat was like
hat thing.
Yeah, Gryffindor. That was my best impression. Crack on. Yeah, basically he's been apparently testing Neuralink on animals, because obviously Neuralink, as I said, it's like a web.
It's like fucking sending a hamster into the wall. Like, go on, run into it. It'd be funny.
I didn't even think about it as a use to control. I guess it would be if it was hacked.
What's he doing then? So what's he doing with... What, he's testing them on...
Well, basically, the Neuralink is... When the Neuralink is ready for humans... It's a really invasive procedure because it's essentially a web that has to go over your brain.
So you have to take the top of your skull off.
Sure.
And yeah, all that good shit.
And straight up put a web of computerised thang.
Computer bits.
Yeah.
Electronic wing-wongs.
All over your brain tubes.
Your business. All over your brain tubes. Nice.
You know. And that's scary juju, right?
Yes. Yeah, as if someone said, I'm going to have to... You can do this, and be like, yeah, that'd be sick. So you're gonna have to take the top of your head off, though.
Yeah.
I'll be like, am I gonna look like one of them Mars Attack fucking aliens?
Yeah.
Not into that.
What? That was weird.
That's why they move.
Oh, they do. They are. I'm sorry. Take that back. It's exactly how they move.
I can nail that. Impressions have been on point today.
But yeah, basically they're testing on animals, which I guess is a bad thing because I'm vegan now.
You're vegan? Oh, wow. You only mentioned it twice. You must be vegan. Oh, bless him. Was that all you just came over to give me a backwards cuddle and then you're fucking off?
Yeah, see that?
Alright, Chief, thanks for leaving me this. I have no idea what this Neuralink bullshit is. No fucking clue. It just sounds to me like some sci-fi shit. I guess is the concept is that you are controlling something with your mind that in the same way that you control your hands and things. So you said you've got this sort of subconscious signal that you send to your hand to say, "Oh, grab this or pick this up, switch this from this to hand, switch from this hand to this hand," and you'd then be able to apply that signal into something else. But I don't get how you would apply that. So let's take this fucking dragon example. Let's take it as if it means, let's go real fucking off the wall, as if he's actually going to make a giant fucking dragon with wings and shit, and he's able to control that using his mind. How would you control these fictional limbs? Not fictional limbs, these other appendages that you don't own. Am I reading into this right? Because I might just be completely butchering this.
Talking about fictional wings.
Fictional wings. So,
what are you talking about?
So, this Neuralink being that you can apply your thoughts to...
Neuralink is just an interface between biology and technology.
Yeah, well, you say just. To do what? Okay, so what are you trying to accomplish with that?
That's like the biggest thing in our... If that's like the one thing that we could hope to achieve in our lifetime is a link between biology and technology. Obviously, it has a billion different things that it could be applied to, but that's all it's about. It's about...
I'm all like Robot Dragon, mate. Robot Dragon on that.
Fuck yeah, why not?
I want Robot Dragon on that. Well, okay, so...
Like Shenron.
All right, let's say...
Where are the Dragon Balls?
Cyborg Dragon, for fuck's sake.
Grant me wishes.
Let's say that Elon creates his giant Robo Dragon, and then he wants to control it using his mind, using this Neuralink thing. That's the aim of the game?
Yeah, I don't think that Elon Musk would put the Neuralink in himself. He's going to test that shit on animals and humans first.
Yeah, well,
he's no fool.
He is a human.
Yeah, but he's not a fucking idiot.
If there's a fucking option to pilot that bad boy, sign me the fuck up. If that's how I go, if my consciousness gets transferred into a giant cyborg dragon, I'm cool with that. Like, I can live like that. That'll be fine by me.
Oh man,
I want you to just fly
you better grant
around.
me some wishes though.
Scaring shit. Like, I won't be a dick, but I might be if I was
you'll be a bit.
I was a giant.
I mean, you're already a bit of a dick now.
Every now and again, it might take it out of me. Like, just throw it out there. So, how would you be able to control appendages that you don't have?
Using Neuralink?
Yeah, okay, well, but...
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if my... Okay, so my brain sends a signal to my hand saying, hold my beer. It's subconscious, I don't have to think about it. I know that if I feel the pressure in my hand, I've got that pressure. I need to grip onto it, otherwise I'll hit the floor. If I had wings, I don't know how to fucking use wings. I don't have wings. How would I double check?
He doesn't.
No wings.
I don't know.
No wings. How would I use my wings?
Look, dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I don't know.
Genuinely looking for an answer there. I was like, Jojo, I know this. He's like, well, you just like sort of flex your shoulders a little bit, don't you? I was just sitting there waiting for him to just go.
I don't know if they're going to use the Neuralink on the robotic dragon. We don't know what the robotic dragons is all about yet.
You mentioned robot dragons. I've sort of latched onto this example very much, and I very much enjoy this idea of a giant robot dragon. I'm a big fan of it. I hope it exists.
I'm not sure.
If there's an option to pilot it, Elon, give me a bell.
Hashtag I'm in for this.
Hashtag Boo Boo Dragons. In it to win it. Cool. Okay, alright, well maybe let's get to it. Let's move away from the robot dragon.
Oh,
begrudgingly.
This is another thing I've already mentioned. The last subject is this is about IBM's created a computer the size of a grain of salt. And I told you that this is what I mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
about. I think I said grain of sand, but salt is also small.
I guess, yeah. I'm not going to say, salt, but sand, that's impressive.
I know.
Either way.
If it's like rock salt, like, that's quite chunky.
Oh, yeah. Fucking IBM.
Or if it's like fine salt, that shit is like fine.
See,
too
that's
fine.
better.
You don't even want that on a chip.
Be more specific, IBM. Come on, clearly you've got an eye for detail. You made a tiny computer. Fucking let us know what is it as big as. That's fucking...
Ibormetail.
What?
IBM. Ibormetail.
Eyeball me. Oh yeah, good. That's a good joke. That better when you have to explain it, don't it?
Yeah, much better. You're just not fucking quick enough.
Clearly, no. Yeah, I've definitely been fucking slowed down. How much is left in that bottle?
Not enough.
Not a lot. Yeah, tiny computers is
basically what I was. This is the closest to nanobots that we have, and as I said earlier, I believe that the definition of a nanobot is anything smaller than the size of a blood cell.
How big's a fucking blood cell?
Fucking small, dude. We can't see it. It's not a grain of sand, salt kind of size, is it?
No, you're right. Correct, yes. Alright.
I don't know how small blood cell is compared to a grain of salt, but quite a lot smaller.
Small as shit.
Yeah, like, you can't see it kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you can see it through a microscope.
Eeny weeny.
Teeny beeny weeny beanie face.
Eeny weeny itsy bitsy teeny yellow dot bikini.
Yeah, that's it. That's right. That's exactly it.
Those aren't the words. Yes, so tiny computer.
But this is essentially
what can that computer do though?
As I said, this is what I mentioned
Can
earlier.
I email it?
Yes, it has the power of a computer from 1990.
What the fuck? Jojo, you could send a dick pic to that computer. You could
Yeah,
have
be like,
and they'd be like, oh, we don't want this. through the microscope. They're sort of like, oh, this isn't what we wanted this for.
Average, man.
Living this. Oh, let's get LimeWire.
Mate, LimeWire? We got fucking bin full of limes here.
Bin full of limes, where's the wires?
Oh, what a mess.
No, fucking ruined
so
it.
sticky.
So what's the implication of this being that
the smaller we get, the closer we get to something like... Would you like a grape? Here you go.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Raspberry? Raspberry?
Why are you sending me fruit?
I don't know.
Well, that raspberry was very tart.
Tart, exactly. That's the exact same thing.
There's a lot of water in that ice.
Agreed.
Good. That's what ice cubes go to die. Yeah, okay, so the implications being that so they can make shit small.
Yes. If they make the smaller basically
At the risk of appearing ignorant.
the closer the smaller it gets, the further away it is, right?
But you say that to all the girls. We're getting a bit silly now, aren't we?
Little bit drunk.
A little bit drunk. Yeah, so
Basically,
something that's really small. So the idea, so we're looking at something that like could be.
we want to get to nanobots because when you get to nanobot sort of size, they can control functions in the body at a molecular level.
So you're talking about like medical applications and shit.
Yeah, which is medical, but also like superhuman level.
Super soldiers.
Yeah, man.
Which will 100% be the first thing they use them for. So how do we use this to kill people? Well,
that is a big problem.
that is a considerable rum, sir.
Yeah,
what the fucking hell? No, bring that fucking over here. Come here. I'm going to show this to the fucking camera. Which one's the better quality camera, my one or your one?
Your one.
Alright, fucking show that shit. What in the fuck is this? That is rum. That's not the fucking thing we're drinking. He's going to add, like, a splash of ginger beer to that shit, I suppose.
It just pours quick.
Just pours fucking quick. He was a barman.
4 years,
No wonder the
man.
fucking pub shut.
I did my time. Yeah, I ran them out of business myself.
Yeah, clearly, yes. Oh, yeah, 2 double rums, please. Oh, okay, we'll just get a bottle each. Crack on. For fuck's sake. We're just drinking cloudy rum at this point.
Strawberry?
Yeah, more than anything. Thank you, mate. Lovely. Good. Oh.
We're all on the fruit today.
Alright, feeling fruity. Okay, so, nanobots, tiny bots.
Tiny robots.
Tiny robots can go in and do. Thank you very much, I get one.
Delicious.
You see, that still tastes fine. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's something wrong with us.
Oh, that's delicious. That's really nice.
Definitely going to finish this first, though. Yeah, okay, so that's. If you've got things, so you've got things that can go into your body and regulate heart rate, heart beating, lung capacity, or something like that. I guess with my vast medical knowledge.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you the most recent thing that they've been doing with nanobots. These aren't technically robots. These are just small devices which are put into the body. Basically, they're only robots in the sense that they have an on-off switch, right?
Okay.
And what they can do is they can target things like cancerous cells, and then right, I'll go back a bit. Cancer medications are detrimental to not only the cancer cells but also
or your cells,
also healthy cells.
Yeah, shit like chemotherapy and stuff like that. It's
right.
Radiology and all that bullshit. Yeah,
but these things can go into your body, target the bad cells, and then release the payload.
Right. Oh, okay. Which is similar. Okay. So it's similar.
But
instead of napalming the entire area, they just fucking tactically get out the bad. They snipe out the bad shit.
Yeah. They go to the bad bit and then they release the payload.
What?
But these aren't even robots in the sense that it's not like an on-off button. These can be chemically turned on or off. And off just means open, right?
Yeah.
So this is the most basic thing, and it's not technically nanobots.
Yeah, but you worked out how to trigger them using chemicals or some sort of biological trigger
to open or close this receptacle that can target and then open and then destroy a particular area.
How do people know this shit? This is fucking awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Everything we're talking about is fucking awesome. We haven't really sat in what we've been saying, have we? But everything we're saying is fucking awesome.
It is fucking awesome. Yeah, it is.
Damn science.
Science, bitch. There's a thought experiment that Rogan always goes on about, and he goes, "Okay, you're on a desert island on your own. Infinite time. You're never gonna die. How long is it before you can send me an email?"
Yeah.
I was like, that's. Because
about 10,000 years, mate.
Oh, fucking plus. Like, what? Like, how would I work out how to
make a battery?
Okay, so let's start at the very fucking beginning. So
you got sand.
You got sand. You're
and
on,
heat.
Let's say you might have trees and shit as well.
Sure.
So firstly, so you need to do any of this shit. You need metal. So you need to work out firstly that metal is in ore form.
Or you need to mine some metal.
Tools to dig it out. So then you get to that point where you've managed to get metal out of the earth. You've gained metal. You then need to smelt it down using fire, which you've fucking got to discover somehow. You've got fire. You've smelted this down, and then you've managed to bind this into this fucking lump of hard, like. Just a ridiculously hard material. You then have to work out how to shape that into a form of wire that can transfer electronic data through this fucking space in the air.
We got to make tools. That's the thing. You got to make so many tools.
Ridiculous amount of tools, and then you've got to know how to actually apply them. Like the collective ingenuity of the human race is fucking amazing.
It's incredible, yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I mean. shitting on fossil fuels and stuff like that, but the fact that
Even then, it got us in.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that I can hop in a fucking plane tomorrow, fly halfway around
I
the
couldn't
world,
hop in a plane tomorrow.
powered
but
by dinosaur bones, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
I don't believe in... Just like Eddie Bravo doesn't believe the Earth is spherical, I don't believe in planes.
That's okay. Well, I'll show you a plane, and...
I get a giant metal tube!
Alright, Mr. T.
Except I am, because fucking Max is having his not only stag do, but also wedding abroad.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, you don't have to fly to Prague, you can get a train to Prague. If that's somehow better.
Yeah, I like giant metal penis tubes. I hate giant flying metal penis tubes.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, it's the ones that are up in the air, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Problem.
like shit on tracks. Like, that's cool.
Track is okay. The inventor of the track, you have our...
Mate!
you have our
I
gratitude.
fucking love you.
You've done well.
I love you,
The
track
Southern
man.
Rail can eat my dick.
I've never had a problem, but I've never had to go to work on a train.
Yeah, fuck you.
Shit, I've never had to go to work.
I have to commute to London for 3 fucking years. Oh. On that fucking note,
Oh, we ending?
I think we probably. I think that's a fairly natural end. I think technology's rad.
Yeah, technology is rad.
Yeah.
You know what? That's not a bad ending for technology's rad.
Yeah.
Alright, fine.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah, okay. And also, we did 2 hours and 10 minutes, and the last couple have been a bit weak with an hour and a half, and this
Yeah.
is 2:10. Alright,
Uh-huh.
fine.
Make glass up. How do we end these fucking things?
Well, I'll do a fist bump first.
Fist bump.
Slap it. No.
That's. Don't show my drink, you fuck. It's mostly rum. It's precious. Right.
Precious rum.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. I'm really happy with it's been 6 months, so like,
Yeah.
and I literally haven't seen this guy in 6 months.
That's not true.
It's not true at all.
Clink.
I gotta say it this time. I front out both at the beginning and the end.
Worse.
At least I'm consistent.
Isn't it?
Clink.